why the fuck would they involve a random ass Portland potbelly police chief who arguably is corrupt and an enemy of the current administration on paper, anyways, already?
Well, I can
I,
back you up on that.
so you think Bob might not have even known, and he probably was sweating like he didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
I think Bob doesn't know a lot what goes on within his own police force. I think the feds don't even know what goes on a lot within that own police force. And let me tell you why. I spoke with them today. I spoke with like 4 federal DHS officers today, just standing on their phones outside the ICE facility. I took down some of the doxing material of my face. And so I was talking to these officers and I was telling them, like, they're like, oh, wait, you're the guy that got surrounded by Bowie and his team. I go, yeah, that was me. And he goes, what's Portland? He's like, why didn't you call Portland PD? And I was like, I looked at it and go, dude, really? And he goes, it's that bad, huh? And I go, bro, it's so bad. And so that's a good question I'm going to ask Chief Day. I'm also going to ask him about the complacency. Like, was he complacent? Did he know about it? And did he not do anything about his officers? Because he didn't want this entire town to go in an uproar. You know, I think Chief Day does things so the city doesn't go against his police officers and do what they've done to his police officers. If that,
I think when I was doing my drive around thing, who else is out there watching my drive around? 5 or 6 people were. Thank you guys for helping out with that test. Here, I just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that here. Got Chris and Danny out there at the Seattle thing.
Some people understand. I don't get it, man. It should be so simple.
People are popping out of the game that just ended recently there. Some of them are having decent discussions about XXXY stuff. Some of them are not. Curious. There's one guy that's been hanging around there for quite a while, trying to give them a little bit of a hard time, but no violence or anything like that I've seen.
I'll mog all you fools.
My bad.
Mog all this.
No, dude, you got it on camera. I do. Just rewind a little bit. I will. Nobody was yelling and nobody was like,
What's up, Haley? Haley in the
tell me that wasn't.
Is it better now?
Damn, the bar's filling up.
Oh, I feel like just going to the bar. Yeah.
Mike is scratchy. Hopefully it's not scratchy now. Let me see. It's kind of weird. I just wanted to disconnect the voice mod thing, but how do I disconnect it? Sometimes it works okay, but no, louder. You want it louder? You guys are so. It's pretty loud already. Change the mode or whatever. Oh, that one there. Good. They're doing good. No, not louder. Not louder. Softer. Softer. Not louder.
Are you going with the muscle?
That's the guy that's been kind of around there for 2 or 3 hours off and on, giving them a hard time and terrible arguments that he uses.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Keep men out of women's sports, right? Keep men out of women's sports. We got to protect women's spaces. Yes, sir. That's what we got to do.
You would think after they just went through a women's basketball game, they would be supporting women's basketball. You'd think if you spent $90 on a ticket to go see women play basketball, you'd think you'd come out supporting women's sports. Just a thought.
We've been working on it.
Jet Mega Mix?
Yeah, we've been working on it.
I like it. Why did she raise her hand?
Because 4 or 5 people are talking at once, and I won't complain, but our guys need to learn to take turns.
There we go. There we go.
I knew it every time, dude. Every time.
We always know. No, civil.
Tommy, come on. This is why we want certain people to argue certain. Tommy, argue that the trans thing, you do okay with that, but when you don't know about other stuff, maybe let other people that are right next to you argue those facts.
Added your live stream link too, sweet.
If he wasn't pedophile, none of us would find out.
Bro, you've been out here for hours. He's like, no, talk about it. I'm really frustrated with the trolls and stuff. The trolls are gonna troll. I can't stress about it.
I'm not a troll. I'm a good troll. I'm not a bad troll. I'm a good troll. Okay, chill out, man. Let's go back to see what Geyer's talking about.
The doctors, and so the reason why it stopped is because they're trying to tell me that my previous injury from a workman's comp injury that happened years ago, which was a lumbar strain, is why my back is the way it is, and that the car accident didn't cause it to happen. And so that's why the lawyer can't take on the case anymore, because now the lawyer.
If you want to go to Geyer's X Space, the link is in the chat there. And then here in a second, I'll put up the Geyer's information since I'm using his content. So I'm a nice guy. No matter what you say. That's Ari in front of the camera.
Crazy.
No way.
Using them, waving them. They're not supposed to be in there at all, right? And then the two, remember how those minor young women, young girls who are going to go in there with the XY and say,
Yeah.
right? That's not a political campaign. That's just a logo shirt. It's not a
Right,
let's
the
go
XX,
Washington ballot initiative sign. So it's within the rules,
We all
right?
know that.
Two of the girls were sitting within my shot, and there was a trans-identified male with a no hate in the United States sign who was heckling them.
Oh my
And
God.
recording them. I've got pictures of them moving over and trying to capture this 16-year-old.
The audio.
We're having the XY athletics.
Oh my God.
16-year-old crying there because staff at this event changed for this place.
Yeah.
And way out, I asked the head of security if he told me they allowed them in because they were doing a rally outside against the bigots. So the Climate Pledge Arena has taken an official stance to allow no hate signs in, but prohibit any signs that are "Let's Go Washington" to protect women's sports.
That's
They
crazy.
made their position clear. The supervisor for the security said that. The video's on my Twitter.
That's crazy.
Check this out. I gotta check this out. I gotta see that. Ain't no way.
Let's see what she's talking about here, or he's talking about.
I know, especially if they're young. That's so crazy.
Make a 16-year-old cry. Oh my God. Outside?
With an AGP with a no hate sign next to her. Two 16-year-old girls, and one of them's crying.
Here, what she's talking about is this video here that I'll get for you here. Hold on a second. I see it's he, you know what I mean.
In the crowd, are we allowed to have political signs at the
He's talking to a security person right here. I'm not sure if it's the head of security or not.
Oh. Hey, I just had a quick question.
Yes.
I noticed that, like, I thought there was a rule against political signs, but I noticed there's a lot of no hate in Washington State political signs in the crowd. Are we allowed to have political signs at the arena now?
Generally not, but as far as I know, not usually.
Not usually.
I seem to remember somebody saying something to somebody else in security. I'm like paying more attention to the tickets than anything else.
Right.
But somebody said something like, those are going to be okay. I guess maybe
they're
maybe
okay.
there was like a huge rally or something, and there were maybe, I think it might have been an issue of there being so many of them.
Okay.
I don't know. For
So
sure.
we're allowed to have the no hate Washington State signs, right? It's okay for us to have those here now? Or is it just tonight?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you know who I would ask about that? Like, if
if you ask one of the supervisors, they could probably tell you a bit more. As a
those-
general case, political messages
Those?
are. Oh yeah, the gentleman in the gray.
Okay.
Might be.
Are you the supervisor? You said the gentleman. Oh, Gray. Hi. I was just wondering, are we allowed to have the no hate signs now, or is that just for tonight? The no hate in Washington State, are we allowed to bring those in now, or is that just tonight? But we have them up in the stadium. Oh, but we're allowed to bring them in. Okay, cool. And that's for the future, or it's just tonight? Okay, so we can bring political signs in if we have a rally. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, so you heard it. We are allowed to bring political signs into the Climate Pledge Arena if we have a rally out front. Now, the reason the no hate in Washington State political signs were allowed in the arena, which historically has been a violation of policy, is because they were having a rally out front. Now, we were told that we weren't allowed to have our signage, but I don't know if this is a one-sided policy, or if gender critical people were to have a rally outside of the arena, if we would be allowed to bring our signage in because we had the rally outside of the arena. But you just heard a security guard and the supervisor confirm that the Climate Pledge Arena said it's okay. They had a rally outside and they're allowed to bring their political signs advocating for people to vote no on the policy to protect women's sports and no on the policy to safeguard parental rights into the Climate Pledge Arena. Amazing job.
Interesting. Good job, Ari, on that one. Anything else you got on there? I take a picture here of somebody that's got some no hate in these United States. That was the signs they were talking about. And they're sitting right next to somebody's got an XXXY shirt right there. Two people. I saw the two people during the game there. And the person's here is taking a picture or video of the girls just minding their own business here as they're watching the game. Interesting.
Hey guys, I'm here at the Seattle Climate Pledge Arena where Sophie Cunningham's playing, and it appears that there's some young high school girls, minors, wearing some XY athletics gear, and it also appears like there's some no hate in Washington State campaign signs. So it looks
A little audio on Ari's end. Let me turn it up here.
like for tonight, at least, the Seattle Climate Pledge Arena has decided to disband their no political campaign signs. None of us were wearing any political gear. We've got a small company hat logo going on, but no campaign gear. However, in the Climate Pledge Arena right now, there are these signs promoting and encouraging people to vote against the bill to protect women's sports and against the bill to safeguard parental rights. So the Climate Pledge Arena has clearly taken a stand on these issues politically and decided that Washingtonian parents don't have a right to safeguard their children and know what's going on with their children in school. I would send an email to the Seattle Climate Pledge Arena and ask why they decided to disband their policy around political signage specifically for this event.
And there are multiple other XXXY ones around there too, not just that. Her saw some over right underneath the basket. Let's see. Anything else? Not really there. 2 hours ago, she did a YouTube video. Play on the outside, or he did. The outside. Okay. What's going on outside now?
There you go. He's starting to That's the most base thing he said all night.
Getting dark out there. The same guy? Kind of the same guy out there, is it? Tommy's probably got a better view.
Yeah.
The same guy.
8 years of childhood sexual assault caused me to be disassociated from being a man and disconnected from my body.
Sounds about right for MAGA.
Yeah.
He wasn't MAGA at that time.
He's only been MAGA.
That's the left. That's the left for you, bud. That's the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not trans.
Not trans.
This dude is a homophobe.
About what? What's wrong with my hair?
You have good hair.
What's wrong with the man having
I
long
can't.
It's like he's trying to find friends that don't like him or something like that. What's wrong with this guy?
hair, bro?
I can't. No. This dude's an idiot. Happy. That's a happy dog.
You can't be a lesbian.
That's a happy dog.
I think he's
It is dark out there, yeah.
No, that's a happy dog, bro.
You think near one of the major attractions in Seattle, they would have more lighting.
Like if you thought I was a female, you think I need to like wear a dress and stuff?
Now that's a happy dog, bro.
Who knows?
Oh, that's so fucking cute, bro. He's so happy, bro. He's so happy.
He's happy, but he's not well behaved, though. You got to think of that. He's got to stay on that leash 24/7. I'm guessing. Can't. Is he? Oh, maybe he sat down there with. Get food. He'll sit down properly. It sounds like. Interesting. It's in the house.
That was fucking adorable, bro.
One person stayed for conversation. This one person wants to argue and have bad arguments on it there too. Surprised Gorps didn't show up for this thing here. Usually it wants to argue different political things. That's that blonde-haired person that was at the other thing the other day.
that side of
Why?
Tommy. No win.
Oh, you fucking jerks, bro.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that feels better.
I get a lot. Everybody in here said I'm an idiot. Said I'm.
We know.
You seem like a drunk idiot.
I'm getting drunk off of you guys because y'all fucking.
I think he's just mad because he thought he could hit Ari, and now he's like, damn it.
I can't even get him. I haven't heard that. So I'm not drunk. I definitely skipped it.
He's definitely both of those things.
I'm thinking he's drunk and stupid.
Yeah, the neurons are not firing.
I'm having fun, yo.
He's a fake person. Everything about this dude is fake and phony, bro.
I'm gonna see how that video looked earlier. I did call it a test. Okay, I wasn't sure if I called it a test. I had 29 views on this video here. Okay, we're gonna watch this back here, see how I look good on this thing here. And then I'll delete it. I'm gonna play it in fast forward. I'm gonna see what I sound like from fast forward here. Were you watching this one, Wolfie? Were you watching earlier? She bought her popcorn. That's cool. I do need to shave. Obviously. I don't see my close up there. I'll shave tomorrow. Oh, as I show my temporary license back there, that was not very smart. That was not very smart. Why would I show my temporary license number? They could probably track me down from that. Oh well. Is there anything else you guys can working? Is it working? There's, yeah, there we go. It's working okay. It's working okay. I see somebody in the chat anyway. Looks like it's working. What does the title say? Does the title say test or Mr. Bill is live? I wonder what you guys are saying in the chat when I was driving. I can't read the chat all the time. So what were you guys saying in the chat? Fat Patriot was in the chat. Kathy Grandma was in the chat. Okay, it does say test. Okay, yeah.
Test. I appreciate it. Over here in a second here.
Oh, afterwards, and he saw it, Wolfie. Cool. Oh, I did get 11, 12 likes on it.
Read the chat when they're driving. I get one of those people who like the wider roads. You for the thin roads or the wider roads? I like the wider roads. Thing here that holds the phone. I know I can pull over here in a little while here without.
I don't think I gave away too much information about where I live there. You were doing housing. No problem. It was, like I said, just a test stream. You don't need to show up all the time for all the crazy streams.
Whatever, not that nobody cares about what I
do. This is when it was kind of glitchy. I think I know where I was at this time.
Whatever, but
was that guy getting too close to me behind me there?
In the doxing mood, so I don't want to be in the doxing mood. Do this though.
Trying to fix my camera there.
It was a happy event, things like that. So.
Jeannie was in there. Oh, Connie. History Channel was in there. I didn't see that. That's cool.
So probably watching Nico's stream. You put the jam. Is it called jam or is it jelly that you put on top of a peanut butter sandwich? Named after jam.
I think it was in 720. Let me see if it says here if it was in 720. Oh, yeah, auto 7. Oh, I could 1080. Can I watch it in 1080? Was it filmed in 1080 though?
Slow down, 25. Coming into the town. Can't tell you what town, but
maybe it was filmed in 7. Looks better in 1080 than 720. If I bring it down to 720.
Anyway, I think that
it's harder to see the whiskers. You can see the whiskers better in 1080.
They're pretty good. Video quality okay, guys? Video quality 1080, 720 inch? I'm not sure. That page you can probably tell what video quality it is. You can see the GPS on there. I can play Pandora music in the background too, so it's cool. I'm not even around the battery life it's doing while eating it up, doing all this. But
I just want to see what that was like. Never mind. I'll delete it later.
Out of women's sports.
Keep men out of women's spaces, right? Yeah.
No mentally ill men playing with women in their sports. Silence is violence. This guy in the flamingo shirt is here to meet a 13-year-old boy. Is here to meet a 13-year-old boy. Oh, that sounds like you're Hurt me, bro. Hurt me, bro.
Control your emotions.
Look who's triggered. Look who's triggered. Look who's triggered.
I'm going to go back to Chris on that one there. I won't say why, but you can imagine why I might switch to somebody else after hearing that accusation.
Why are you covering up your Cambodian shirt? See? Fuck Donald Trump! She's saying that guy's a creep and he's a PDF. Damn, now she's calling him a PDF loser.
This guy's a pedophile! To meet a 13-year-old boy!
This guy's a pedophile!
You guys are all faggots. This guy's a pedophile!
Now
he's using homophobic slurs that we don't approve of. This video uses fair use for the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oops. Live.
Hey, you are.
Why don't you go to Cambodia for your sex tourism, you fucking weirdo? Well, we know that's who wears a Cambodian tank top? Who wears a Cambodian tank top from 12 years ago, bro? It's pretty obvious what you're doing in Southeast Asia.
Quick, call 911.
Right. Yeah, you guys just rape people.
Right, right. That's why you're wearing a Cambodian tank top.
Children rapers, I guess.
That's exactly.
Again, the wording on these things there. Well, I don't know. Chris doesn't want it to get through, but it did get through on that one there also. Is this video uses fair use the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research?
You just got hella mad, bro. You just got.
We do not approve the language in some of this stuff here, but the content is fair use.
I am being myself.
No, you're not. You're being a phony.
You're trying to be a radical, man.
Hey Connor, how you doing? I saw you watching my thing earlier. Thank you for watching my test stream. How you doing?
I'm a poser.
You're not a real person. You're AI, bro. No, the fuck you're not, bro.
You guys are all fucking yelling. I can't even.
Bro. You guys all yell. We don't want to have conversations with pieces of shit like you, though. You're a garbage human being, bro. I won't have no conversation with a piece of shit like that that's gonna talk about Charlie the way you did, bro. I have zero respect for you. I don't want no decent conversation with a person like you, bro. You're bottom of the barrel. You're not worth having respect for, bro. I wouldn't waste respect on a fucking soulless scumbag like you, bro.
Y'all want to make America real great. That's all.
Yep. You're the one that's laughing about an American being killed for his speech.
Did he say something else bad? That some other kind of word that's inappropriate?
When did we say anything about killing Americans?
Chris is doing a good job of kind of muting it and everything whenever there's kind of certain things that YouTube doesn't like there. He doesn't want it to be, restricted ages and things like that. So
agents and almost pulled it.
He's like, I don't need to record all this conversation that might be inappropriate for some people. So that's why he's doing that. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Jeannie, haven't you? I thought you saw her the other day. That's how she was in here the other day, wasn't she? Hopefully she was here. Here, while they're doing this, we'll see what's going on with Guy or Space here.
Well, while I got you, I'll mention one more thing to you to keep an eye out for. The Multnomah County District Attorney's Office was funded, and the DA that got in there was during the Obama era. So that goes way before you. You're a young guy. Okay, it goes way before you. And they did it across the country. They bought those DA's offices and with George Soros money. So that's how you have this corrupt DA in Multnomah County. And just a warning to anybody who's listening, and Geyer knows this, I know, but that Multnomah County DA, if you are a conservative and you cross the street the wrong way, literally down in Portland, if you cross the street the wrong way, you'll likely go to jail. But if you're
not quite, but I can understand his concept there. Let's go back to Chris here. Chris keeps listening to conversations that are like not quite YouTube friendly, so he's like, let's mute this just to be safe.
Okay, have a good night. Goodbye.
Literally, I can't remember his channel.
I'll see you at the gay bar later.
Unalived or pew-pewed, so he's trying to cover certain words like that. He's doing a pretty good job of it there.
That was good. It's a Cambodian.
No bath towels in the bathhouse, though, right?
Ice is doing pretty good, though.
He likes to go to the
Ice is doing pretty good.
We'll see.
What do you mean? Trump's a fascist. He's not going to let the power change. Why would he do that?
Trump 2028, baby! You mean Michael?
How you doing, Rooster? Hopefully you're doing good, Connor. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Not a whole lot going on. I figured since Chris was restreaming me most of the day yesterday, I'll restream some of his stuff tonight. But you also got Geyer hanging out there, talking about different stuff there. I don't know if you guys want to do bubbles or something like that today. You do something else different one of these days or something like that. You guys don't like to watch me play video games. I'm sure that's not much fun for you. You try to do a little puppet show or something like that, Let's see here.
Always lying, bro. Why? Why are you always lying? Because you're always speaking truth. Always. That's why they call us the right, because we're always right. They call us the right because we're always right.
We're always left. Yeah.
And you're always left out of left field lunatics.
Yeah.
Smoke bubbles.
Because you're
Ooh.
in left field like some lunatics.
Town. The town.
Tons of it. Tons of it.
Seems like it. I think it was on that one.
It wasn't even on that one.
Yeah, it was on that
It
one.
wasn't even on that one. It was on that one. That's how I can smell it on his breath.
Bubble attack. Bubble attack. Hey, thank you, Connor, for the jewels there. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here. We'll consider the bubbles I just did as the reward for the 10 jewels there. Okay, guys. Focus, focus, focus. I wonder if they go out of focus in some of the bubbles. That's what happened. Some of the bubbles got on the thing. So Mr. Chipmunk is going to clean off the bubbles. Okay, I'll clean off the bubbles. There we go. My tail. It's almost like a thing there. Did that fix it? Hopefully I fixed it. Watch how much I cleaned the camera lens. Yeah, you notice that didn't. It's like I got a little too close to the camera lens with that last bubble barrage. Good job, Chipmunk. Good job. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Chud Streets.
Winning so much money.
Hey, I gotta ask you a serious question, right? So,
Serious question.
let's go.
Is he talking about a woodchuck?
I don't know what's
Woodchuck.
happening, but it's
I'm a
weird.
chipmunk.
I don't like this guy.
I'm not a woodchuck. Not a woodchuck.
These are great patriots.
Not a
The
woodchuck.
last one standing in the Pacific Northwest.
No, nobody cares about how much a woodchuck would chuck. Well, there's a chipmunk here, right here. Nobody cares about the doggone woodchucks. Chipmunks are better than woodchucks. You understand? You understand me?
Chats of like,
Emmy. Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, and kicking out the troll.
I had to literally look and go, what the fuck?
I got really confused.
I'm like, is Tommy on the stream?
They got wrestling on.
Well, it's Tuesday night.
Swing, but not there. No, Paul, you don't want to swing at that club.
Nowhere in Seattle.
I know you're a male, but I can't quite tell if you're
I'm doing my best to piss off the Christian right and the left all in one chat. She's like, please get your shit away from me.
I've been keeping you busy. You know, like when you know when the scammers calls you on the phone.
You get scam calls, bro? I got scam calls.
Everybody gets scammed. Everybody
No,
gets
I got scam calls.
Right. Not that I care a whole lot about the drama, but just so I can keep up on the climatics, Tommy drama. What was the crash out about, or something like that? That allegedly climatics had. Does anybody know, or what's the current relationship between the two? Just curious. Not trying to start drama. Just kind of curious what the drama stuff is at that point there. If anybody knows, please let me know where things stand or whatever. I don't pick sides. I'm just curious what the drama thing is. Yeah, all I know is allegedly Climatics might have done a crash out, possibly toward Tommy and company, but I didn't watch the crash out or anything like that. I saw some of a morning routine or whatever where he said he's okay with losing some people or something like that, but that's all I know. I don't keep track of these things. Although I should be like unfiltered or whatever sometimes. And I usually do this too sometimes, try to bring people together, I don't know if I will in this case here, but how he tries to invite people on his channel that are in a controversy or something like that, like you tried to invite Pat Patriot or something like that. But I wonder if he would invite Climatics or whatever to see what's going on with that stuff. Since Climatics has interviewed him in the past, he might return the favor. I don't know.
I think it's all a joke. We're all just having fun on the internet, right? Isn't that the point?
I have fun.
Yeah, see, boss says, okay, I'll be chill.
Domestic abuse.
Domestic boss money, are you clipping this? He's hitting me in the head. This should be like sent to the courts once we file for marriage certificates.
I can't believe this. I can't believe.
Oh, he's blocking people in Tommy's chat. That's weird. Well, I guess if he's a moderator in Tommy's... Anyway, sounds interesting.
The 16-year-old girl. She did some damage, huh? I think she was 16.
I was confusing because there was like other kids that were arrested, so I don't remember. The state was like, sorry that happened to you. We're not going to like put her in jail or punish her, but we're sorry that happened to you. Like, they literally apologized to the state. It was like, well, if you have emotional damage, like, I don't serious emotional damage, you want to like help pay for a therapist? And they're like,
Oh, now we are restreaming. It's like, we call it the will restreaming. You just hold the screen to a screen, and then you're restreaming. How's restreaming?
Is it gay if he's picturing us all?
That's very gay. That's very gay.
Is Will restreaming these guys? Let me find out here. Not that it matters to me. Silly drama in the middle of this other somewhat drama. What is his channel? I think it still can find it by the MAGA Chud Destroyer name or whatever. What's his name? I think that's... Oh, it's going by his name. Okay, that's cool. He's not live. Nobody live. BCP is live, but he's probably doing preacher stuff. Yeah, End Times Prophecies, doing his own thing. Geyer's live, doing his thing. Aside from that, MDG, is he doing anything interesting? He's watching these guys.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Yeah, pretty much.
4 different screens there. All the same thing, pretty much. He's just making content wherever he can. Unfiltered was doing some news show earlier. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, he's doing a news show. Rand Paul and Fauci stuff. Feel free to watch these other ones if you want to. Just see what's out there. Well, I see if anybody wants to talk to me. How about that? I'll send a panel request if anybody wants to hang out with me, heroes, or watching this stuff here.
Yeah, he is.
I can't stand him.
I couldn't talk to him. I had to stop.
Yeah, I got mad at him.
I know.
I got pissed. I was shaking.
Ooh.
I got mad.
Oh, mad at who?
Yeah, we gotta go.
What, I'm gonna replay this a little bit. You got mad at who?
So they can't call anybody.
you're trying to hit me like that freaking girl did, dude. That's full walkout.
The 16-year-old girl. She did some damage, huh? I think she was 16.
I was confusing because there was like other kids that were arrested, so I don't remember. The state was like, sorry that happened to you. We're not gonna like put her in jail or punish her, but we're sorry that happened to you. Like, they literally apologized to the state. It was like, well, if you have emotional damage, like, I don't know, serious emotional damage, you want to like help pay for a therapist, and they're like,
Oh, now we are restreaming. It's like, we call it the will restreaming. You just hold the screen to a screen.
that's what he was
and then
talking
you're
about. Okay.
restreaming. I was restreaming.
That's what made me think it was a Will stream.
That's very gay. That's very gay.
Okay, he was talking about Will, I think, on that one. Never mind. I think he was talking about.
like how everyone has to come over.
He was talking about somebody else.
Now you're just gonna make it back to the car without getting yelled at.
Yeah, luckily.
Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Danielle's car.
Love you, Tommy.
Oh yeah. What are we doing?
I think they're leaving. Tommy hugged me bye.
Oh yeah. Tommy and them taking it. Good night, Nico.
You guys are all driving together?
Yeah.
Okay. Good night. Take care.
Good thing they're watching out for that. Make sure everybody has their ride home safe and everything. Very cool. Very cool. Scuba's right there, I guess. I was going to send this. Did I send the link out? I'm going to hit the pun buddy there. I'm not sure if Right Side Rebel's going to pop in on us again tonight, but I'll just throw the link out there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll put one more link over in this one, just for the heck of it. There, I think I shared it out quite a few places there.
Well,
I gotta walk with them now to get to my.
Oh, you're with Tommy and them?
Well, that direction.
Oh, okay. It's like where we are too.
Oh yeah, we are that way too. Yeah, we know. We're just.
That's a solid plan, all right.
Well, like my guy who I was going with was driving me Dale.
Chris will probably stay live, but let's leave his video on and give you guys.
Wait until we find out the connection that they have with the International or the Lawyers Guild, the Green Hats. Wait until we come up and stumble upon a connection with them. And at that point, it's all over for the Oregon.
Oh, I think that we should sick Brianna from last night on that with her FOIA request.
100%. I got to get her in here into this chat again. She came in like a firecracker, man.
Oh man, it's like if I wasn't so busy today at work, it's like she gave me a reading list that like I need to get to where I can do a live stream on just breaking down all those laws for regular people, because this city, I'm starting to see just the level of just fraudulent grift, and like Daylight said, is like they're doing it in plain sight because they bought the judges. It's like, this is so crazy to me. This literally reminds me of Vicksburg in the civil rights era that my grandfather and all of my uncles or great uncles literally like warned me about, and why I even started to become an attorney. It's like, so it just blows my mind that I'm going to say a group of rich white folks are telling us, you know, the Constitution is bad. It's like, that's the only thing that's protected people that look like me. So y'all can back off of that bullshit.
Well, did you see what Mom Donnie did today, or recently? 960 something thousand business owners. Just had their tax documents or something, or their business like doxed. He just doxed them all.
Yeah, and
taxing rich
that's
white
an
people.
open call. That's an open call for violence. Like, call it what it is.
Me?
It's like the rhetoric that man has been stated, recorded, saying on numerous outlets. Is like, that is an open call to violence to force his agenda.
Happening in Park Road ESD.
Yeah, Park Rose ESD is another grift from city council and all the DSA cronies. They're trying to force businesses to pay another
Stalking
fee
and
for
harassment
police
after
service.
3 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment. He's sexually harassing us.
Stop following, harassing, and stalking. He can count. This man can count.
Because you're a stalker.
It's a little strange.
Okay.
Sorry, little baby. All right.
Have a great night, sir. I mean, ma'am.
The funny things, they haven't been doxxed. Most of them have been doxxed already. And you do know the left usually knows their thing as much as they've been out there doing what they're doing.
Friends with y'all.
Sure seems like
You
it.
have a big fascination with watching us.
Yeah, it is funny.
Leave us alone.
It's actually funny.
Keep following, loser.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Follow us if you love Trump.
Maybe I should get my
Follow us if you love Trump.
fucking bags.
Leave us alone.
Again.
Follow us.
Why are they? He continuously calls them homophobic slurs. How drunk is that guy? It's crazy. I can delete that other video here real quick here. Oh, no, you got to delete a different way. Hold on. That's he's still doing that.
He's harassing gay people.
You are.
Get the fuck out of
Leave
here.
us the fuck alone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go. You've been following us for blocks.
Get out of here, asshole.
Leave us
Get the
fuck
fuck
alone.
out of here. I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
I think even Danny's just kind of more bite than bark at that point there. He probably is mad, but he's mainly just using that as he's more bark than bite. That's what I meant to say.
Get him, Danny. Bye-bye. Scary ass. You were scared of that gay guy.
Let's go.
You were scared of that gay guy.
Watch your ass.
Fucking Danny, I love you, dog. Good job, Danny.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, what's that? Oh, content live. There we go.
Oh, you sound like a bitch. Wow. Like a tree. Oh, no.
You're gonna have to
Leave us the fuck alone, bro. Fuck out of here.
You want to fucking play? You better fucking run.
Yeah, come back, you fucking asshole. You ain't doing shit. That's right. I got a little bit of as I was running towards you.
Yeah.
Guys harassing and stalking us, man, just because we're gay. Fucking ridiculous. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry. We got rid of them. We had to pepper spray them. There might be a little bit in the air right here.
I don't know why people can't just leave gay men alone when we say leave us the fuck alone. Let's go.
Yeah, just running into it. Did you get me, Chris?
Not really.
Did he come out here?
That's crazy. At that point there, I'm guessing the guy's going to call the cops and say, these MAGA guys attacked me with bear spray. You guys want to still focus on that stuff? It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't care, right? When they stalk us and throw things at us, call us the F word, right? You don't seem like fucking people. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is harassing people walking down the street who are just had stuff thrown at them. Are you psycho? You're a psycho woman, aren't you? Because I wear my hat, right? Yeah, because you said something as we walked away. You're saying it under your breath, and then you're acting like you didn't say anything. There you go, crazy. See, there you go. You psycho dumb. I'm not even going to say it. Get a husband. He needs to take care of you.
Getting a little emotional out there with people, I guess. Okay. Risk has made it, but where is chess? Where is checkers? Where is Shoots and Ladders? Where's Monopoly? Come on, Risk. I know you're here, but where are your buddies? Okay, we got to see where your buddies are. Okay, just because you're here doesn't mean that Uno is here. Also, Uno is here in spirit, but where are the other games? Okay, where are your other buddies?
Definition of criminal harassment.
100%.
Next 4 is hiding back there.
Let's go.
Just a little bit of pepper
Shasta
dust.
Division, that's right.
A little bit of pepper dust never hurt. I gotta
Just a
get on
little
my
bit.
knees for Josh. 'cause
Oh,
I love
No, we're
you.
not.
Thanks, man.
Is there a group photo or something? Interesting. Likes. Wrong, Paul. If you're supposed to be Chris or Danny's or something like that to do that, okay? Got to go over into his channel or whatever to do the likes. I'm not even close to 20, I'm guessing.
Me? Yo, Steve Marino. All right, I'm gonna have to black it out and mute it for a second.
See, we're at 14 likes. Why is Paul Tissue coming in here thinking 250 likes or something like that? If I'm looking at Chris's stream, if that's the stream he's talking about, unless I'm looking at a different, 172 likes there. Let me refresh that real quick. 191 likes there. Is Danny any higher, or is what is he talking about? He's just bouncing around to different channels, isn't he? That's what he's doing. Oh, typing in his chat. Oh, did he raid me? I had a few people here. He does have the capability to raid or something like that. I guess if he has a second phone. Right, some of his people popped in. Thank you. If that happened, I did not see it. I'm looking for these raids, but I didn't see it come on. If it did come on, but let me know if there was a raid or something like that. Or I guess it's Paul's just kind of has like 10 windows open or something like that. That's probably why he's doing it. He's keeping the audio down. It's not get bugged out there, so that's good. And trying to keep the chat off the screen. Alrighty. What else is going on over here? You didn't, and if Jeannie didn't see it, then it probably didn't happen. I appreciate everybody's here and everything, but if it says there's 17 people in the chat, and last time I saw there was only 13 or 14 likes, so that means I got 3 or 4 Antifas in here. Okay. While they're doing this, if you guys don't mind if I play a game with you here. Okay. Remember where the number 7 is, okay? Remember where the number 7 is, or the yellow card, right? Remember where the 7 is. So you guys can do this here. I'll turn the audio on so I'm ready for it when it comes on. It's on. 7 is in the middle at the moment, okay?
You're gonna have to back out. I don't think this person parked so crooked.
Sure you have a backup camera.
Freaking pepper spray. Yeah, we gotta back up because this person parked crooked, completely crooked.
All right, where is the number 7, guys? Where's the number 7? Is it in the 1 spot, 2 spot, or 3 spot? Where's the number 7 if you are following along here, or you're paying attention to Danny and Chris more than me? You're probably paying attention to Chris and Danny more than me. Oh, Wolfie says the 1 spot. Rit says the 1 spot. Jeannie said, oh, yes. All agree on the 1 spot. So here's the 3 spot. Not that one. Here was the 2 spot. Not that one. And here's the 1 spot. And the number 7. Good job. What's your reward be, chat? What's your reward be for getting picking it right? Your choices are a puppet show, or a bubble show, or I'm gonna give you like a third option. I can't think of a third option right now, though. Oh, I think I might know one. Here, let me see if I can full screen. Will it work? Not that one. This one. Can you see it? You can sort of see it. Let me see if it works here. I got a little punching bag over here. You see the punching bag? Yeah, there we go. We'll call it a punching show. You guys just got the punching show. Okay. Free. No twerking. That was not twerking. No twerking. We will not have the twerking going on here. That is inappropriate. And no, the truffle shuffle, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh, prepared. Risk. That is a cool game. There is a way to play that online also, I think. I might look into playing that Risk game with you guys if you ever want to play Risk. It takes a long time though. If you ever want to play Risk online or whatever, there is I think you can get it through Steam also. Let me look it up here. I think I used to have it on Steam. Let me look it up here. I think it's a free to play too, if I recall. Risk. It's the basic game Risk. There it is. Yes, it does say free to play. Game of a global domination game or whatever. I'm gonna add to the library. It's been added to your account. Okay. Go to the library. I have to download it. I have to install it. It's only 2 gigabytes. Okay, we'll install it on the main drive. Maybe we'll play Risk one of these days. How about that? He's still kind of quiet and just make sure he gets out of there safely. That's why he's doing this thing there. Oop, why am I not giving you guys the other screen? That was so mean to me. Not that screen. That one. Let's get music while we do this. The horsies. So certain games are probably cool on a board game type thing. How would you do it though? It probably would be cooler to do on a board game. It would be so hard to play or whatever, like what do you want to do? What's this person going to do? Just would take forever. I think it's better if you do it with the online version on that one there. Other games like Uno type things or Plinko, those are kind of good visuals and everything. You kind of see that kind of stuff, or the Connect 4 type stuff. It's kind of cool to see that in real life, but Risk is a hard one to do by itself. I wonder if you could do checkers or chess. If you had the camera set up just right, it would be kind of an interesting way to do it IRL. But most people kind of do it online just because it's easy. It's already set up and everything, Is anybody a good chess player? He still has his audio turned off. I'm guessing most of the other guys have it ended their streams. Chris is the only one that kind of keeps it going. Danny's also live. Yeah, what's Portland Andy watching tonight here on the sideline here? They're watching car chases and car craziness and things like that. Probably in the LA area, I do imagine. Good stuff to watch. Keeps people entertained. Better than I can keep people entertained. I can't seem to keep people entertained very easy. And nothing else going on. We'll just stay with Chris on this one here. Danny probably has the same thing on his screen. He's just kept the screen off on his thing till he gets out of there probably. Oh, there he's still sort of. It's a little glitchy on his screen now. So he's probably losing viewers. Stay with Chris's stream right now until they get out of the Seattle main area there. They don't want to really show where they're at, obviously, until they get on the freeway at least. How's this? Oh, yeah, might as well do that. Yeah,
it's not going to happen. So I'm ready to say I'm ready to lead. However, we can lead in a direction of positivity, and if we got God behind us, there's no stopping us. We're going to overtake the Democratic Socialists of America.
One of the things we used to do is yearly we'd get together, all the citizen journalists. I only got to go once, but the person behind it was Breitbart, and I caught the end of it, and I think that's something that Katie Davenport or Nick Sorter or
Davis Court
Shirley could do, with the power that they have.
How's it Davenport?
Those guys could start to work, we should organize a yearly conservative conference of citizen journalists that get together, and there's strength in numbers. We're putting together, like all the people who have been mistreated by that DA. I mean, be nice to have everybody together in a room. I mean, I just think organizing people, like having like once a year conservative citizen journalist conferences. I don't know. I've got to come up with the idea to get it going again. I'm probably the guy to do it.
I agree, Dan.
I think that I think that needs to be done. But everybody's going to
Yes.
say, "Who the fuck is Sandini?" I mean, you need somebody who's who doesn't have as much gray hair that I do. That's been on Fox recently. To say, hey, there's somebody that can call, that can call, Sean Hannity or somebody else at Fox and say, hey, we're.
Let's see. Is he back on audio
Other
here?
one's spray further.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
I want you to
Those
go.
ones are more
Down the alley.
localized. I need those other ones. I think it's upstairs though. Like I might.
Yeah, let's go straight and take a left.
Well, you're playing back the video I played you earlier from Ari's video.
Just, but we have them up in the stadium. We're allowed to bring them in. Okay, cool. And that's for the future, it's just tonight. Okay, so we can bring political.
Here, Right Side Rebel made a video. I don't play that. I sent her an invite earlier, but she hasn't responded that yet here. But here's a video I think Nick Shirley made recently here. Or is this an old video? I'll play it anyway. Somebody else has it, but
Now Street.
Just to have something else on the screen for you while they're doing that. So I give you all sorts of content, guys. All sorts of content coming from me. Oop, that's not the way to do it. Hit the wrong content. Wrong content. Oh, this is the cool thing I wanted here. There we go. Now we got the right one.
Documented this once as I was once attacked and my cameraman was punched by one of these illegal migrants that was selling goods illegally. And I just caught a phone call from somebody and said, you need to go run over to Canal in Chinatown to see what is taking place. And this is the aftermath of this ICE raid. A raid just took place here in Canal Street in New York City. They came in, you got HSI, looks like you might have ICE out here. And they have taken somebody. It looks like we got a whole group of protesters that just appeared out of nowhere. Look, we have people hitting cars. We got this lady hitting cars. Here we go. What the? They just raided Canal Street, and now you have a whole mob of people taking over the street.
Oh, what's going on here?
Federal agents right here. HSI. There's a whole lot of illegal activity that takes place on Canal Street. So now everyone's pissed off. Now these federal agents are just walking down the street all by themselves. There's no car or anything. What do you think about what's going on here?
Dude, they're getting mobbed. There was just probably 50 to 100 people that surrounded the cars and were banging on it.
Thanks for who got him. Who got him? Britt got him. What was these stupid things? It always shows up on my stream here. What they said. He is here. Guess. Oh, yeah. Weird. So I wonder, is that the same troll that Danny and Chris were getting earlier? I wonder if it's the same troll. Yeah. Britt's on top of it and everything. I'm like, how does you guys always see it? Because I'm not watching YouTube directly here. I'm watching StreamYard, which takes a little while for it to show up on StreamYard after it shows up in your guys' YouTube. So Britt and the moderators see that stuff before I even have a chance to react to it. And since I made Britt and Jeannie and ShareBear managing mods, they can also just hide the user from the channel there. So who's got the best mods? I got the best mods. Hide him. I'm guessing she got him at the same time you got him. So she thought he wasn't hidden yet, so that she was going to hide him. That's what I was about to do too. Once I went over there and saw that he needs to be hidden or something like that, I'll let you guys hide him from the channel, obviously. Do you want me to hide him or do you guys want to hide him? You guys like to do that moderator stuff. I don't always like to do it, so I'll let you guys hide him. Whoever wants to hide him. I'm guessing he'll have another guy come in with another similar name. She fixed it. There she goes. That's what happened in my Britain. So that was in there. You guys are both excited. Like, I want to get him. I want to get him. I want to get him. Like, okay, we'll give Britt the reward this time for getting him, but Jeannie, you get the hide the next one or whatever. Okay. Let's see what they're saying on this thing. That makes sense, yeah.
Making arrest right here. Making arrest right here. They have one man underneath arrest right here. Thank you. Thank you.
YouTube, those are pepper ball pew-pews, not real pew-pews.
Support your local ice rink.
Got his ass.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. We have this arrest going on right here. This is just absolute madness. Support your local ice rink. What makes you so passionate about this right now? Get the fuck out of my face! Why?
They're fat fucking Nazis. They're abducting people from their homes and their schools.
Looks like they're out in the public here. I don't see a school that you guys are next to right there. I don't see that. No, they're not in a home. There's a few apartments around there, but yeah, they're out in the middle of public. Looks like there's a park nearby, so that's in this situation, that's a falsehood.
And their jobs, and they know what they're doing is wrong, and they don't give a shit because they're heartless
And you're putting yourself in their shoes. That's interesting.
monsters.
You people are upset. Look at it. You have feds coming through here. They got rifles. Yes, sir. I got you. They have pepper ball guns right here as well. Now they're trying to go inside of the federal court building. Right there is the federal court building. Wow. This lady just pushed the bridge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh. Now they have just arrested the girl who I was just barely interviewing. She's underneath arrest right now.
Because she was confronting the people and getting in the way of ICE things while you're being the smart person getting out of the way when you're told to get out of the way. And she was probably not doing what she was told by federal agents and trying to stop them from enforcing the law. That's probably why. But if anybody wants to give Wolfie advice on that, I'm guessing if you want to hide them for yourself, Wolfie, you can do that. But since you're a standard mod, you only have the power to delete their comment or time them out. Okay, you can, as far as people, if it says timeout, that's timed out in the channel. If it says hide user for you, I think, I'm not sure what it said. It would just be for you personally, if that makes sense. Tahiti Wave knows more about the managing, or knows more about the moderating than I do probably. Anyway, you only block someone if you ain't a mod. Oh, interesting. I'll let you guys figure it out.
Who's here? Streets of New York City. Wow.
Very well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now people are chanting ICE out of New York. How do you feel about these ICE raids taking place here in New York City?
They can go fuck themselves. I am a grandchild and the daughter of an immigrant. I don't give
Legal immigrants that went through a whole lot of a process to get there. Is that what you did? And your parents went through it the right way? Do you understand how that is so? And then you want to allow illegal immigrants to stay here? You see how that's spitting in the face of your parents and grandparents that might have come over here legally? Why are you spitting in the face of your parents and grandparents?
a fuck. They would take me away if they could. Fuck them.
Are you legal here?
Yeah, man.
Then why do you have to worry?
It's not about me. I'm not worried
Do you? Oh my goodness.
about me at all. I'm worried about all my brothers and sisters here who are trying to be legal, who are trying to do their jobs.
How did your parents and grandparents try to be legal? I'm guessing they waited in their other country until the government said that, okay, you can come here. That's probably what they did. That's probably why you're a legal immigrant. Wow. It's just like the New York mindset.
We're trying to work for a better life. This is not fucking okay.
You can work for a better life in their original country. Actually, a much better life, since they would be getting $2,600 to go back to their country. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little thing here. How much should we say Venezuela? No, let's say Guatemala. We'll say Guatemala. What is $2,600 worth in Guatemala? How far? Let's see. Can't really give you an answer there. How about, I'll ask you this. What would $3,000 be able to buy in Guatemala? Yeah, that's what I meant. With $3,000, 22,800 Guatemalan money, you can buy a comfortable luxury lifestyle for a month, rent a high-end suburban home, or fund an extended multi-month backpacking trip. Interesting. So you could live very comfortably for a month on that money while you're looking for a job in Guatemala, one of the poorest countries out there.
Now you have NYPD right here defending the federal building. The feds just went in. Now NYPD has stepped up. All the feds are inside. Now they've all entered into the federal building. Now you have all the protesters right here, and NYPD is right here. I've seen you yelling at the feds. How do you feel about this?
Man, what? Come on, man. We on their ass. Sorry about my language.
Yeah, what do you mean by you're on their ass?
Bro, this is the wrong place for that. We're just the wrong place for that.
Short ass motherfucker! Short ass motherfucker! You're ugly as shit too.
Now we got this guy yelling at
Getting personal when guys are just doing their jobs there. Is that NYPD?
the police. Everyone's just yelling shame.
Shame, bro. That's right. Don't look at me anymore.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Soy boy here.
I'm sorry. You must be real afraid right now.
Do you understand? You're yelling at the wrong person. That's why here. They're doing what they're told to protect federal agents that are being attacked, just like they would probably have to protect you if you were being attacked by someone. So do you understand why they're there? If you don't attack them, then they would not need protection from the NYPD. But since they're there to protect people from being attacked, and also likely not having the feds from arresting these people, they're protecting you guys from being arrested. Do they not put two and two together? I'm guessing that's probably what's happening here.
Now we got these protesters going after.
The lunatic liberals.
I'm sorry. You're calling these people lunatic liberals now?
Yeah, the lunatic liberals here. I mean, look at these people. They don't even know what they're arguing for. It's really a shame. Most people aren't educated. Most people don't know how law enforcement functions work in this country. It's a dear shame. If half these people knew what our laws are of this country and how law enforcement acts and how they're going about this, they wouldn't be this mad. I think it's an education problem.
Right now we have 4 protesters. 3 of them have masks on. They're just yelling at the police.
Yeah, it's unexplainable to me. I don't understand it.
Do you think this is a left and right issue, or do you think it's just a law and order?
I was wondering how the spammers. I always think it's whenever I get ones like that that kind of repeat the same thing. I keep thinking it's like coming from one of these walls of Chinese or Russian kind of boards of phones or whatever you see on these places, you know, that are all tied together and they're doing their algorithms or something like that. You see those kind of things there. I'll try to look one of those things up for you to show you what I mean.
Issue. I think it's a law and order issue. I think people don't respect the laws of this country, and this is the outcome of that. It's unfortunate. You know, we should support our law enforcement and everything they do for us on a daily basis. Yeah.
Ugly as fuck too.
Why do you call him a bootlicker?
Because you give a way more of a fuck about the cops than you give about the people. Fuck you, bro.
See, my point proven. Uneducated, they're just angry. It's pure emotion, zero logic from here. They don't know what they're arguing about. They have no idea.
And what are you guys arguing about with the police officers right now?
Bro, if the cops were here, I would beat your ass right now.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
See, that's a crime. See, that you know, if I was you'd be arrested, you know, but it's okay. I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is.
How do you feel about the feds coming through here in New York City today?
Here's what I meant here. This thing here, if I can blow it up for you. See that entire wall full of things right there, all tied together. They call it a phone farm, I guess. Cloud alternative, something like that. That's probably not quite what I meant on that one there, but see, it's the idea there. So we can think of another picture that looks like it. Oh, here we go. This kind of thing here. Instagram on this one here. And there's, you know, there's like one person controlling all the what's being input in and output into this stuff here. I'm not sure if these are, you know, it looks like it's from an Asian oriented area there. And it's a software company, but look at all that stuff. Bizarre.
It's a little overwhelming. As you can see, people are not excited about this. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think they should deport people,
Can't
especially on
refuse
Canal
that, yeah.
Street, where they are selling counterfeit goods illegally on the streets?
Bro, you know I got no comment on that. I can't comment on that. You know what I'm saying? People got to make a living somehow. I don't know. I will say this. America was built on immigrants' backs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will say that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I think the raid took place today on Canal Street. There's some viral videos that took place there just a few days ago, and then it's been known that that's a place where they do sell counterfeit goods, and it seems like the majority are from Africa, and they are undocumented illegal migrants.
Are those the ones that they locked up?
Yeah, that's who they arrested today.
Oh, man, yeah. I hate to see anybody go to jail, but, you know.
And who were the people that went to jail? Well, one of the guys was actually a person who had been featured on this channel before. And he attacked me and my cameraman as we asked him what he was selling, as he was selling stuff illegally on the streets of Canal Street.
Yo, what's up? We don't do no fucking camera.
That guy's always does that kind of. That's a bad time to pause it there.
Hey. Fucking pushing.
Hey.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
He and his.
Pause it right there. It said, if you guys do want to help out, how many times have I said this? You guys probably know the drill. If you're feeling charitable or something like that, do me a favor and use that charitable feeling and help Jeannie out there. She needs to get a security deposit for a new home because her other home flooded and she needs to get out of there ASAP before it gets demolished. I'd appreciate it. There's that link there. And I'm just going to go look at that, see how she's doing on that one there. I haven't been over there in a while, but if you do go over there, you'll see a lot of people that, Ashley, good. She was helped out the other day. That's nice of her. Share Bear, me, Oblivious. See a lot of familiar names in there and some names I don't recognize too in there. Kathy was over there helping out a good deal. Heedy Wave helped out too. Paul Tissue was helping out. Nice. Thank you guys and girls. She's part way there. Let's see if we can get her to 500 eventually here on her way to her goal of 2,500.
His gang then jumped us, and one of the men even punched my cameraman.
Hey, I will smash this bitch. Hey, and you fucking lost it.
Hey. And now that man is arrested, and he most likely will be deported back to his home country.
What's your take on the raids going through here today?
I don't know. Honestly, they doing too much, respectfully. Everybody trying to make $1. I understand it might be illegal or whatever, but at the end of the day, people trying to make a living. And y'all coming out of nowhere.
this is one of the first ICE raids that's taking place here, HSI raid, whatever you want to call it. How do you feel about them coming to the city, the feds?
I don't know. It's terrifying. It's horrible and terrifying, honestly.
What terrifies you as a white American citizen here?
It's for my other New Yorkers. Like, we gotta worry about everyone in the city, and this is a city of immigrants, and they belong here.
City of legal immigrants. Even in Ellis Island, when things were kind of, the vetting thing was lower to so you can pass a literacy test, basically, then they let you in. They still needed vetted. Not of people who can't pass an English literacy test. You understand that? You're talking about 1900 or say 100 plus years ago had stronger vetting requirements than you're seeming to allow right now. When people can't pass a literacy test 100 years later, with all the education around now, and you want the vetting process to be less than it was 100 years ago to be allowed to stay here.
Just as much as I do, if not more, honestly.
This is why we're fucked up. This is why we mad.
I can see you're upset about what's going on.
Very upset. I went to all these fucking protests, man. I've done so much shit just to stop this, and they sit here and guard them. That is why I'm mad. I'm not trying to say, fuck that guy in particular. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say we got to end this shit now. This shit is going to keep rolling.
Here's the idea. I'm guessing there's a federal building right nearby where you're at, or a city building or a police station that has the higher ups that are giving some of the orders to the guys right there on the ground. Yell at that building or yell at the people making decisions there, or send a bunch of emails. That will be more effective than telling alpha males that are out there doing their job. How stupid do you look when you're yelling at people simply doing their job?
This is a fucking snowball, and it's going to keep getting bigger. When do you stop? When do you say no?
Yeah, so you're talking to NYPD right now. So
I'm
you're
talking to NYPD.
Telling them when they stop protecting.
Tell them when to stop doing what they're paid to do, what their families get support for. You understand how silly you look.
The feds?
Yes. When do they stop protecting Border Patrol? When do they stop protecting ICE? These people are snatching legal citizens. We've seen this happen. This is not a precedent that has not been set. We keep seeing these rights get fucking.
Yeah. I'm not sure if anybody's watching that cures it. I let FPG in here or something like that, but I don't approve of everybody's stuff that they've done in the past. But if they're just patriotic streamers and everything, or having fun, not doing anything on their streams that's inappropriate, then I'll still support them, if that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. Not to bring up what you were talking about in the past, but I don't agree with what people do in the past. I don't agree with Tommy going to jail in the past for what he was doing, that he fully admits what he did and things like that there too, but I'll still support what he's doing now. But even then, I don't support certain things that hear other people say. Like earlier on tonight or whatever, I would not have done it. Tommy's okay, has free speech to say what he wants to say. But when he accused that guy publicly of going there to meet somebody, that's predatory type behavior, that was probably not a great thing to say publicly in front of people and things like that. True, most of the people that were watching knew that he wasn't doing that, but there could have been somebody around that, it just was in bad taste, in my opinion.
Vanished. These are just wiped clean. Does it matter to you guys? Do you guys give a fuck about anything? We don't want to be here to piss you as an individual off. We are here to show you that this is not right. This is why you're facing resistance.
Does it concern you just because you are born and raised New Yorker and you're worried about?
No, I'm from LA.
Okay, from LA.
I'm Mexican, and I hate that my people are just being taken.
This is what I meant by you're still supporting your people, thinking that and associating yourself with where your family came from. In the Bible, these would be the non-foreigners. These would be kind of the invader type people that do not conform and assimilate to the society they come to. The foreigners that Jesus refers to are people that peacefully come into another country and adapt to that country. Those are the ones that Jesus in the Old Bible were referring to, not people that still want to remain tied to their other country, even though he was never in Mexico. It sounds like maybe he visited there.
Legal or not, I'm a firm believer that no human is illegal. It's just humanity. Nobody deserves to be snatched
Nobody listens to you, Fat Patriot. Nobody listens to you. You're not listened to. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke out of that.
up by somebody in a mask and taken to God knows where. That's not right.
Specifically, the things that took place on Canal Street, where they do sell counterfeit goods illegally on the streets. They don't pay taxes. Do you think they should go after people that do that?
They should be prosecuted in our federal state court, not in.
Which one? Federal, state. It's not federal, state. There's no court that's fed state. You know, you don't convert. You either go to a federal court, a state courts, a civil courts, or municipal courts. You understand this?
ICE facilities, not deported. You want justice and order, do it through legal processes.
Well, they're not legally here. You understand this? Not legally here, so we're still going through a legal process if they're not legally here.
In America.
Yeah,
Is that
so
fair?
now if they arrest them and they go through the legal process, do you support that?
I mean, I'll fight that too, but it's less despicable than what these guys are doing, all these fucking cops.
Wow, what a crazy opinions those people have there. Let me see. I covered most of that. Make sure you guys are following Nick Shirley on that one there. Somebody else copied that from Nick Shirley. We'll come watch the Rebel video here in a second, see what Chris is doing.
Oh my god, that guy was so fucking.
Lost the plot.
Low
Yes, they
IQ.
have.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm so sick of debating sub 75 IQ white liberal Karens in Seattle. Yeah. This region on trans. Well, it's just they don't know what they're talking about. They're just pro, blindly, fanatically pro, with no fucking knowledge of what trans is or.
And if you guys don't have the money to spend to help Jeannie out or whatever, that Gifts and Go does have the option to share things out also. So if you've got a platform on Facebook or something like that, or charitable friends or something like that, you can always share the link or whatever to your social media or something like that, or email or something like that. So feel free to share out Jeannie's Gifts and Go. Thank you. I'd like to see that Gifts and Go, the share thing, get up to 25. It's 22 shares right now. So if anybody wants to share that link, Gifts and Go to their friends or family, at least get that share button to 25, please.
Why all these trans-identified males are so batshit, right? And it's like, well, I mean, you guys are literally going around telling them that they're female now. Like, what do you mean? That's why. That's why they're crazy and delusional, because women keep fucking affirming that shit. You want the trans women to stop thinking that they're women? Could the women please stop affirming them?
Stop it. Just stop.
Bourbon Rose. I love listening to Ari. I know her
It's not the men.
Yeah.
Unless the men are fucking them, they don't believe it.
Schools and
Like, and the men who are fucking them, don't believe it either. They just don't want to piss them off, right? Because they want to fuck them.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They're simps.
Yeah, they're simps. Like, the men who are fucking them are simping for them, but they still don't believe that they're women. And the rest of the men who aren't fucking them don't believe that they're women. And the rest of the women just sit around carrying their handbags and affirming them all day. That's why I only talk to conservative women nowadays.
Right.
Because they're not insane.
They're not insane. Not as insane.
It's stressful, bro.
I know. What's her name from Let's Go Washington? She was there at the park, the volunteer park or whatever that was. She was like, "You were so funny."
Oh, you about Brandy?
Is that her name?
No, you mean do you mean the manager lady?
I forget her name.
There's too many blonde ladies. Got narrow it down.
No, it wasn't the blonde one that was with us. It was the shorter one. I'm so bad at names.
Today?
Yeah, that would be, but it would be nice to do a little daily thing or something like that and get interviews with other detransitioners or other people that believe in XXXY, you know, high school kids, preferably 18-year-old high school kids or older, you know, just because that would be cool.
She's great.
We're safe, guys. We're safe. We're all leaving.
Yeah, very safe.
Everybody's good. Just had some pest trying to bother us.
I'm not a pest.
He was such a pest.
Not a pest.
Yes, Carol. Oh, yeah.
I
Pretty
like
sure.
that trans people aren't being violent now. I don't know when that started.
That one was crashing out for a little bit on you guys.
Oh yeah, almost screamed.
I'm gonna try to do this time without getting too many bubbles on the thing, so Chipmunk doesn't have to clean the lens this time.
The other thing, a lot of them say, "Don't feed it, don't feed it." Like, feed what? Those. The only thing you're gonna feed is your own crash out.
I don't. That time it worked out good. Almost like it was attempting to avoid it. I didn't put it too close to it. There we go. And if you guys, somebody in there does another share or donation for Jeannie's Give, Send, Go there or whatever, I'll do another bubble, okay? Do another share, give, or pray. Right now it's at 11 for gives, 22 shares, and 0 praise. So if you guys, I'll do more bubbling or whatever if you guys go over there and do one of those things. Hey, Grandma, how you doing?
I like breaking down the HEV.
No turbo or supercharged in this bitch. Just a classic V6.
I think my car has turbo. Should double check. If I look up my EIN number, will it tell me if it has turbo on it, you think? Anybody in the car is enough to know if I look up the EIN number, will it say if it has a turbo or supercharge?
For a car? What the fuck?
That'd be nice.
Can we be immigrants?
I would be immigrant. Can I just?
Probably just the model number. I would imagine just the model number, what type of model number, and it probably has like a LT or LS or something like that. So and then I probably tell you based on that letter, I would imagine.
$20. Yeah.
It's like
See what Geyer's got going on over here.
Of that bill, and that bill has been coupled inside of other bills, as most of you may well be aware. But I think that in itself, making sure that we have a valid vote inside the United States, at least at a federal level, okay? You guys can deal with it at your state level, but at a federal level, I think is very important. And if you don't agree, I would love to hear your feedback. Geyer, back over to you.
I'm 100% with you. And yeah, and I'm down for the naysayers. Like same with as Lars Larson does. You know, if you disagree, come to the front of the line. Let's talk about it. Let's talk it out and debate it and see why you disagree. Hopefully, you know, we can come to a conclusion and we can all learn from each other. You know, that's what this is all about. I'm all for showing your ID and voter registration. What I'm also for is this other part in this bill for it's the penalties for election officials who and that imposes criminal penalties and allows private citizens to sue local election officials who register an applicant without proper physical proof of citizenship. I've seen this direct, indirect hand. We exposed it. We had non-citizens coming here and petitioning for IP28. I can allegedly, they were allegedly being paid. I have to say that so I don't get sued.
Great.
But
here's also do these surprise raids here. Who's doing the surprise sneak up raid? Who did it? Who did it? Who did this sneaky raid? Gotta find out who did the sneaky raid. Did it show who did the sneaky raid? Oh, is that Scott's in here? AV. Oh, Paige. That's cool. Thank you for the raid there, Paige. Average. What does the AVG stand for again? Average female debater. That's right. Yes, I remember that. I'm trying to remember what AVG stood for. I know what it stood for. Thank you for the raid, Paige. That's a return raid because I gave her a raid the other day. That was, she probably remembers that, and I did the same thing back. Thank you, everybody. Go follow Average. Hey Scott, you have the power. Grab the link and put it in there if you don't mind, real quick, since I think you're a mod in her channel also. If you want to put in her link, I'd appreciate it so I don't have to go through the trouble of finding it, and then I'll make a Nightbot thing for her over there. But right now, people that are watching over there, I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that out of the blue, out of there. World Radio, I appreciate that though. Not necessary. I appreciate it though. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you, World Radio 332. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Scott's gonna go find that link, right? Well, good deal. Good deal. Well, she's getting a lot of more people. I remember back in the day, a lot of the smaller channels in the debatosphere but weren't getting a whole lot of attention. Now they're getting quite a bit of attention. Your channel, Abe Dinkus, Count Emmett, that kind of sphere or whatever side of things. You too. Nice to see you, Average Female Debater there. Hey, actually, oh, for the anti-grift. Oh, you remember my anti-grift. Oh my goodness, you remember. I still, in fact, I'm still going to still do that anti-grift. So no more donations to me. I mean it. The reason I say no more donations to me is there's somebody I'm trying to help, Jeannie, as a mod in our channel here. If you guys send any money or whatever, I'll still shout you out for sending money, but I want you to send it to this Give, Send, Go that you're seeing here. We're watching some people that out of Seattle here that went to the Seattle game or whatever that Sophie Cunningham was with, and they were talking to people out there. But anyway, please go check out that link right there, guys. Jeannie's having some trouble. She lives in Edmonton. I mean, feel sorry for her because she lives in Canada, but also feel sorry for her and help her out because she has to get a new home because the storms they had in Edmonton, crazy storms, 100-year storm or something like that, flooded out her place where she was living, and the landlord is kicking her out, has to kick her out because Alberta even is forcing the landlord to demolish the place, so she has to find another place to live within 30 days, and that was like 10 days ago. But she needs money for a security deposit. If you guys could possibly help her out with that thing there, you don't have to send money if you don't want to, but I don't want you to send me any money or whatever unless you owe me money. Then you can send money, but only if you owe me money. But send your money to that thing there, and then do that thing there. There's Scott's link there. Thank you for that. Like everybody that was watching me already, please do me a favor. Go follow Average Female Debater if you want to know how better to debate lefties and people that liberals and things like that in general on multiple issues, including women, men related stuff. She does a lot of that stuff also, if you know what I mean. Anyway, there we go. You subbed already. Good job, Jeannie C. We're on top of it. We're on top of it. Wolfie on top of this subbing thing. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. She makes good content too. Usually I kind of look for her to raid sometimes at night, but usually we end up raiding this guy that's on the screen right now. Is that enough jibber jabber? Can I see what Chris is talking about here? Even though it's not the best content in the world, it's a little content. But again, I'm going to keep an eye on that thing there. So if you guys do a give or share on that, or even a pray thing on that Give, Send, Go, you guys are going to get the bubble treatment. You know what the bubble treatment is? The bubble treatment is that I do this. So I do it for 10 seconds or so, okay? And I can lose out of the bubbles, okay? But only if you guys do one of those Give, Send, Go things, okay? You don't have to do the money. There's a share button on there. You can share it out to your audience or something like that too. Yeah, help out. Help us do, okay? Britt probably already subscribed to. Also, let's see what he's up to here.
You basically just connected. Yeah, it's just like a chat bot.
Oh, okay.
Britt likes the bubbles.
Yeah, one of my mods, Paul, helped me set it all
In
up.
case like somebody
figure it
starts
out.
posting our address and the thing, and we'll just like zap it real
That would be nice because people do that to me.
Oh yeah, you can even like put the word where your word's in it, and I'll just like delete that comment.
Yeah, just zap it. The other last night, dude, it had some really dark, like homophobic joke, and I was like, "This is creepy. This is like, weird. Like the Joker is taking over my stream elements." And then like my friend Emmy was like, "No, it just has very, very dark jokes. Like it was like the Christians should be accepting of the LGBTQ community because, of course, there will be less of them in heaven." And I just like looked. I was like, "What?" And then I like looked at the camera. I'm like, "This is a little dark." Like we were just talking about like how gays respect Christians and like we respect their space and you know we're respectful of Christians because they give us
Narco tacos.
It was weird. And then all of a sudden that joke just came in like hot. I was like, "This is funny." But it just had dark jokes.
Don't look
You
at
can
me
do
like
dark
that,
jokes
Chris.
on it. It was just really dark. I don't know how the hell it wrote that kind of joke. I thought it was funny, but it just
I don't know, like, here's the thing. I wouldn't get yourself hung up too much on the judgment of man. Really.
Right.
I mean it.
Just because they're quoting scripture and
Right.
Bible verse.
All right, mods or whoever wants to help out average female debater in the future, if you see her pop into the chat or sends a raid or whatever, all you have to do is put an exclamation point AVG and it'll show up with her link like that there. And if that works for you there, everybody knows your name, right, Paige? I wasn't sure if I should put your name on there, but you like that link or whatever. It says please subscribe to Paige, who is a great conservative debate lady. Does that work? Hey, Jessmas, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, at the worst, it's a sin, right? Well, all these people are out here drinking and doing all these other sinful things, you know? It's, is it?
And if anybody has spelling lessons that are available, Scott needs spelling lessons on AVG, okay? There's a Q and the A. They're close to each other, but they're not in the same place, okay? They're not an exclamation mark is the other way around. I don't know what kind of a mark that is. It's not an exclamation. I don't know what kind of a mark you're putting on there, but it's not an exclamation mark there. There, Jeannie showed you where the exclamation mark is. There we go. Good job. Okay, Scott, we got to teach you where the exclamation marks are. Okay, you're using like a Greenlandish exclamation mark. We're trying to use the American exclamation mark, not the Greenland one. Okay.
15. I'm serious. I'm done.
Now the joke mode won't go rogue. Thank you, Paul. It just freaked me out for a bit. It was like, what?
I like when it goes round.
Chris likes the dark shit a little too much.
It was crazy to be all commando out there today, but it felt like the right thing to do.
There you go.
You know what was
Sins that
weird?
are worse are adultery and theft. And
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
You know what was weird, Danny?
I hope I can be forgiven.
I had 2 females tell me I looked like,
Mm-hmm.
I never have that happen. That was so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can keep playing that. That's the RE that's in the back of the car there. Is a male detransitioner. Transition to female, then transition back to male. Probably has more surgery to do. I'm not sure. But and advocating for getting men, biological men out of women's sports, among other areas. And then this audio I'm going to play in the background here is named Geyer. He kind of does some news in the Portland area. He's running an X Space right now, just to have some other content besides me going on and on about whatever.
Ain't nobody wants to go bowling no more. You know where they want to go? They want to go fishing on Kevin's boat with Northwest Bound Outdoors. So give him a call, 971-599.
As he advertises his friend's fishing boat thing out here in the Northwest. Yeah, and I erased the prediction to send what I wanted. Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy. Sorry about that. anyway, at least I figured out the Nightbot thing pretty well. Supposedly, there's a way. There's another streamer out there that does. He puts a Grok type thing or whatever into the Nightbot or something like that, and it allows people to ask Grok questions in the chat. I might look into that if you guys like that idea. Seems like it would be a lot of work to do that, though.
Who receives tips, and so she's got a great video about that. I chopped it up, screwed it up, and edited it, and put it out on my socials, and it went over 5,000. So we need to get the voices out there, and I'm grateful that I was able to do that, and I'm so grateful that she's one of my great sponsors. So yeah, that's Ayla Mac Hair Co. And back to the normal programming. Travis, there it is. There it is. Boo, 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 boo.
He's having fun doing that. Let's go back to see what Chris is talking about here while I look for other content to play with here.
Like an intolerable kind of confused.
And you'd have to see because their dining room might close at 11.
You said it's good. We just go.
Chris is hungry. He's looking for food here. Probably a Denny's or late night bar or something.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. I thought Panda, but no Panda.
You didn't want Panda. You
I did. I always want Panda. What are you talking about? I did. I was like, it's.
We're at McDonald's. Let's go.
I'm just gonna. I'm not getting anything, bro. I'm just gonna get like a cheeseburger. I didn't do.
Okay. Keep in mind, they're in the Seattle area, so they're probably some of the places around that Seattle Tacoma area probably stay open till 12 o'clock, even on the indoors, I'd imagine. While he fiddles around there, the meme. What are you talking about there? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Let me see if I can find something else to keep you guys entertained here. Paige keeps people entertained by doing debates with crazy lefties, so I've got to find a way to keep you guys entertained without dancing. I'm not in a dancing mood tonight. I know you guys want to, but I can play you some music. Let me find you some music. If somebody put out some new music here. Sometimes our buddy Average Oregonian puts out some new songs. Let me see if he's put out any new songs for you. I need to make my own new songs too. No, he hasn't put out any new songs on that. Has he put out any on his YouTube channel by chance? Sometimes he does. No, just White Way was his last one. That was 4 weeks ago. Maybe better get with it. Anybody else live that's doing something fun? I'm trying to look for content, guys. You got to give me content. Otherwise, Chris is just going to get McDonald's delivered to him, it looks like. What's Unfiltered doing? Anything interesting? He's probably watching a First Amendment auditor or something like that, I'm guessing. Let me see.
Hey, Tommy boy. You're my friend, Tommy boy. Come on. You gotta ban the chat. Ban the chat, Tommy. No.
What the heck?
You heard what ChatGPT said, my ChatGPT counselor, Tommy. You heard that, right?
What the heck?
She agreed with me. Yeah. We had a long conversation. I don't care if some say they're, leading questions. I was leading. No.
This might be the guy that was bugging Tommy out there in Seattle and doing his own thing or something like that. There's some other guy that doesn't like Tommy. Tommy's a guy that's in the Portland area that's known for using self-defense against some liberals that he had to kind of take care of and got popular and going after people at the ICE building and other places for bad opinions and things like that. And this person has some negative opinions of him, not the guy on the screen, but the guy behind the camera there. This is Unfiltered and Raw's channel here.
Mom. Okay, well, back to what I was saying. Let's see.
Karaoke.
Yeah. Well, we're going to report on the news today. And let's see, what's in the news? Breaking. We're not doing any more live streams. No.
What the heck?
Sorry, but I did hear that Scotty is going to come. He's going to do Houston next weekend. Yes, Houston. And he's going to come to one of my live streams. Flagways. Yes. That's Scotty. Yes. And, I didn't want to have to kick his ass. No. So, thank you, Scotty, for you know,
I'm not sure
helping
who.
out because I didn't want to have to kick your ass. So how did
I have no idea who we're watching there, Wolfie. But anyway, that was Unfiltered Raw's channel there. Feel free to check him out there. Give everybody some shout outs there in the sort of the protestverse community for the people that are came over from ABG. You guys were part of the panel verse or the debate verse. I'm not sure if you have a certain name you guys like to say you're from, but I think that over here, the people here, including me, Chris on the screen here, some others, we would consider ourselves coming from the protest verse, especially the Northwest protest verse portion of the YouTubeage. That's where you see a lot of us out there. Can you think of another name, guys, to call it besides the protest verse? We still cover news and other things like that too, but there's like the panel verse that Scott belongs to. This is the protest verse. And remember, you don't know the power of the panel verse also.
My family's dead. It's a fact.
Yelling about being an orphan.
It's fine. I have a gay husband now.
No, you do not.
We're getting married.
Possibly.
Cool.
We're honeymooning in Disneyland.
Definitely not.
Disneyland. Why
very fun.
Disneyland?
Definitely not.
The Enchanted Forest in Oregon.
That's
And the two guys here they've been together for 20 years, both kind of conservative guys. I think they grew up, at least Chris here grew up liberal, but and all the people in the protesters are kind of okay with them. They may disagree with them on a moral basis, and what they do, but as far as the people themselves, everybody kind of likes them and gets along with them. They don't have any beef with anybody else out there, so it's very cool that and relationships out there that in that kind of community you're okay with the people there, maybe not some of the behavior, and they don't sort of flaunt it or anything like that on their streams or anything like that. They recently, the other guy, the blonde guy next to him that's driving, I think, proposed to Chris here recently. Penalverse, how backfired on Sarah. I was wondering how she was doing. Once in a while I pop in on her streams. Is she getting a whole lot of
a dumb idea for an entrance.
Is she getting a whole lot of attention or something like that? Once in a while, I see she's got like 40 or 50 people watching her on one of her channels or something like that. I haven't popped in there lately, but there was somebody that came from the protesters that's kind of joined your panelverse, the Angry American, otherwise known as Spin City. I've noticed him kind of in that kind of area there. I kind of visited that area there, but I never really kind of hung out too much in those communities, not really in the discords or anything like that. I just visited the panelverse. I wasn't really a big part of it so much. So it's still fun to hang out with you and Emmett, Abe. Who else do I sort of know over there? Those are the main ones that I kind of get along with. And AVG, of course.
Oh, I forgot.
I didn't think we were like getting out of the house so quick.
Eric scared me. He literally scared me, though. I'm not even joking.
Danny was shoot my ass.
He muted there. Oh, he was muted. Let's go back to Guy or here to have something else to listen to.
And I'm blessed, man. Like I'm blessed to be working alongside, getting help out, talking to like legitimate professionals who have been doing this for a while, who know what they're doing, and actually have things to show for it. So yeah, thank you, Spin.
Here's speaking of the Freedom 250.
Speaking of Spin City, you recognize that voice?
Tards are all pissed off because the Freedom 250 Grand Prix road work is underway.
You guys remember, Scott, are you still listening? The voice you're hearing is somebody you probably heard on the panelverse over there. Probably the most MAGA person in that the panelverse that shows up fairly regularly, I believe, on the Tomato. I just
started transforming downtown streets into temporary IndyCar race circuit with overnight construction, pavement upgrades, and
Yeah.
safety improvements now underway throughout the National Mall area for thousands of commuters traveling from Calvert, Charles, and St. Mary.
Where they felt creepy. Yeah, I can understand what if they have a strange voice or whatever that they're not used to or something like that, you know. But anyway, I still play some of your content there, even though you don't sing as nicely as I do. Just kidding. Nobody sings as bad as I do.
Prix, the first NTT IndyCar series
right.
race will be held through the streets of the national capital and is slated to start August 22nd and 23rd. The event will feature a 1.66 mile, 7-turn temporary.
I don't need all the details there, Spin City. But here's the other thing there. Feel free to follow Grandpa Muskrat. Older guy, likes to do some singing, patriotic type songs, and a little bit of this kind of older kind of stuff. If you're a little bit of a boomer type person, you probably kind of appreciate his kind of music there. Then you got Jeannie on there, the Canadian person that puts out some good content there that I'm going to go see if she has some content for me to play since I'm running out of content myself. Why didn't I think of that before? And the other guy is Evangelist, kind of a Christian guy that puts out a little bit of content too. But if you guys want to help those guys build their channels, they're part of this community. You can help them out if you like. Where is Jean? There she is. She put out anything recently? Videos. 12 days ago. No, I played that one already. Any shorts you put out that might be worth looking into? We got 1,000 views on this last one here. What's this one here? It's not super short here. Let's try this one here. Oh, I see.
Which would have given the Palestinians a stat, didn't tell me the truth. And he promised me he was going to accept the peace deal, which would have given the Palestinians a state on 96% of the West Bank and 4% of Israel, and they got to choose where the 4% of Israel was. All this was offered, and they said no. And I think part of it is that Hamas did not care about a homeland for the Palestinians. They wanted to kill Israelis and make Israel uninhabitable. Well, I got news for them. They were there first. Before there was, their faith existed. The only time Yasser Arafat.
I think it's hard to tell from, I think it was clipped a little bit on that one. He was saying the Israelis, the Jewish people were there before the Palestinians were there. Is that what he basically said toward the end there?
They wanted to kill Israelis and make Israel uninhabitable. Well, I got news for them. They were there first.
He's got news for the Hamas that Israel was there first, so they have the right to the land.
Before there was, their faith existed. The only time y'all.
Well, but anyway, that is Jeannie's channel. Feel free to check her channel out there on that one there. Let's go back and see what Chris is talking about here at this restaurant here. I'm not sure what restaurant it is, but he doesn't like to show where he's at exactly, so he's trying to hide the details there. As soon as I go to his audio, he mutes it. Oh, there you go. Okay, you're killing it. I can't show any better content here, guys. I don't have as much content available here. I can either show that there, or I can dance, but I'm not going to dance for you, I guess. I'm not going to get dance, but I'll try to find that song for you. AVG doesn't have any music on her channel. Doggone it. Does she have any other cool content here, like a short debate by chance that I could put up on the screen? Oh, here's a
afternoon or evening, whatever it is for you. Long time no see, folks. Happy to be back, almost 100%, and I have an exciting debate for you. Tonight will be an episode of Average Female.
This is kind of cool here. They got the three people that I like mainly over there, and Rob Noor also, but of the smaller channels or something like that. No offense. I like the three people that she's going to have on this debate here.
But it consistently delivers worse results for anyone seeking real impact, rather than just spectacle. The online environment amplifies the downsides of toxic behavior while diluting its benefits. And that's it.
1T or 2? I think it's 1.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Both of you were under 5 minutes. Get on that. Let's proceed with the open dialogue period. Again, that's 1 hour and 30 minutes. Whoever would like to start, please go ahead, gentlemen. The floor is yours.
You're muted, Emmett.
Thank you for letting me know. So nice of you. You should have told me, shut the fuck up. Emmett, stop being a fucking idiot, okay?
I
Unmute
would say it
yourself.
was
That's
more
what you should have said.
More kind than
Yeah,
nice.
it didn't
Doesn't
work.
need to
You
be
know what's
nice.
gonna happen? Next time I'm gonna do it again instead of remembering from the voice of the president that I shouldn't be a fucking idiot and just mute myself.
Well,
I wanna start with one of your claims. The claim that you made was that it brings the wrong crowd, okay? It just brings the wrong crowd. You think the Crucible crew is the wrong crowd, Abe? Is that what you're saying about about us?
My question would be, is everybody in the Crucible crew good, Emmett? Are they all good representations of what you think and believe?
I can tell you that I would run with the Crucible crowd and I will go.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's kind of some of the OGs or whatever of the Crucible orbiters, or I guess they call them, or something like that. Would you consider yourself an orbiter, Page, if you're in the chat or something like that? But anyway, actually, you probably would. Anyway, it's kind of a cool thing to have see all three of those cool people on the screen at once. If you guys want me to keep playing that or whatever, they're talking about, what was the debate about here? Being mean is a positive in the debate sphere. Being mean is a positive in the debate sphere. Interesting. This is 2 weeks ago too on this one here. Feel free to help her out also, AVG, on that one. She's at 730 subscribers. You guys want to try to get her to 735? That would be cool. But let's set that aside for now. See what Chris is doing.
None of them were running. The lids don't snap on. They're good. I think a sandwich would have been better.
Who's eating outside?
Got the Texas toast right on there. That's okay. I need pickles. I like the pickles.
He likes the pickles. No, it's
I got excited pickles.
exclamation, then AVG.
What's up, sheepdog?
That one right there.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is pretty good.
There.
I think I might have been to a King's once actually. When my family visited Texas. Really? Just once, so it was alright. Yeah, it's a new restaurant.
Okay, let's put I didn't make a poll today. We're gonna make a poll about pickles. Okay, you guys like pickles or not pickles? So wait till I make this poll though, so you can make it an official answer here on the pickles question here. Start a poll. Do you like pickles? Oops, question mark. Yes or no? There you go. Poll in the chat. I want to see answers in the poll in the chat there about pickles.
Good. How
Good.
are you?
No, we're good. Thanks for asking, though.
You're just trying to get a bigger tip by asking. You didn't think they would actually say anything. You just wanted a bigger tip.
It's a little chilly.
You should try like a BPB warmer.
A what?
A BPB warmer.
What's
Wear your
that?
vest. Warm. These things are nice and warm, right?
I think you.
God, I saw that guy in there. It's horrible looking.
No, not one of them. The other one left.
You gotta get off the energy drinks.
No, I'm shivering. Yeah, it's because you're on all that energy drinks. You wouldn't if you wouldn't. You're literally acting like a castrated man. Look, only one of us at this table is dickless, and I'm not shivering. What does that say about you?
It says I'm hungry and I'm tired. Oh, I just broke my fork. I just snapped my fork.
Why did you do that? Yeah, he's so careless sometimes. I tell you, he's just very careless.
He's such a, dominant Chad masked man.
I kind of have to be.
Well, I know, because you have
Nobody
to be
else
like,
is gonna do it.
Right.
Nobody else is gonna protect Chris.
Yeah, it's just you and Chris. One of you has to be the dominant masculine one, and obviously it's going to be you.
We're battling for dominance, I think.
Let's see what else is in the news here. Just gonna shift through some news articles here. See if there's anything in the news to look into. I saw that video the other day. It was a cool video there, but it wasn't newsworthy here. Oh, Randy Cruz. How about Megan Rapinoe play against Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Enough for the virtue signaling. It's not newsworthy enough on that one there. Let's see if there's something else that's newsworthy. Where I said Rebel 11 hours ago. No, not news. I need news here. What's newsworthy here? Oh, wait. Rebel had a news thing. Hold on. What was my bad? Right Side Rebel had put out some information here recently. There it is. Kamala told Newsom's mistress to stay quiet. We all hate mistresses. When there's mistresses involved, the truth always comes out. Anyway, this is what she was talking about.
So let me get this straight. Gavin Newsom's old mistress
That sounds very soft. Okay.
just dropped a whole Vanity Fair essay, and somehow Kamala Harris ends up in the middle of it? Ruby Rippey, the woman Gavin Newsom was sleeping with while she was still married to one of his own employees, just told her side of the story. She describes the drinking, the cocaine, the late nights, and the lack of boundaries while he was mayor of San Francisco. And then when the scandal finally blew in 2007, she says, and then Kamala Harris, the district attorney, called her and told her to stay quiet. The same Kamala Harris who spent years lecturing America about believing women. The same Gavin Newsom who loves to moralize about other people's personal lives while California burns. These people don't play by the rules. They demand from the rest of us. They never have. They protect their own, they silence the inconvenient ones, and then they turn around and act like they're the moral authority of the country. This isn't ancient history. This is who they are. And the media is already trying to soft pedal it because it's the wrong party. Stay loud.
That is Right Side Rebel. A good take
So let me
on
get
the
this-
Kamala Harris situation there that tried to hide some information about Gavin Newsom's adulterous behavior, it sounded like. Anyway, let's go back and see if there's any other news that happened out here. Get a little picture there. I don't know what that was. Oh, there's another short video here. What was this about here?
Tron, look at her, Amy sister! Amy!
Way too loud. Sorry, I broke your eardrums on that one there. But this is Ari that took a video of the Jumbotron while somebody, a slam cam or something like that. Somebody, they do these little camera things or whatever. And somebody with an XXXY shirt was on camera.
Amy Sousa is on the fucking Jumbo
Maybe somebody she knows.
Tron,
Or
look
he
at
knows.
her, Amy Sousa! Yeah! Amy!
That's cool. Get some attention there. I'm sure all the lefties are saying, "Oh, you bigot!" Blah 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 blah. This is all. Randy Cruz had an opinion here. The way Seattle Storm fans, players, and even an owner treated teenage girls today for the simple act of wearing XXXY athletic shirts and cheering on Sophie Cunningham was beyond disgusting. They were cussed at, booed, and intentionally tripped. One of them was berated until she cried. As usual, the people preaching love and inclusion proved to be the most hateful people of all. I will have much more tomorrow, and none of the culprits will be spared my fury. Oh, Brandy Cruz is going to go at it. I thought I already followed her. Probably on YouTube. Do you have any other pictures? Or somebody else probably has something here. Nobody even watches the WNBA. We do, but we only watch one team, right? The other two of the fans were gross and embarrassing. We had fun cheering on Caitlin and Sophie, though. That's cool. So I was trying to see if anybody had any Other footage there. There they were. Anybody in the background? I don't see them spitting at her or anything like that. They're just interesting. Okay, let's go back to the news here. Oh, that's one of the people that had the sign there's holding up there that said love, not hate, or something like that, even though, and later on, the person was taking crazy pictures of the girls over here in with XXXY shirts. Very disgusting type behavior, in my opinion. Let's see what else we got here. What are these people doing here? That's like the highest caliber protester against Sophie Cunningham today at the Storm game in Seattle. What does their signs say? You get it on the other side or something like that. They're trying to show people what their signs say, but they're facing the wrong direction. That's what they mean by not the highest caliber. If they're trying to show something off, maybe they want to point the signs in that direction. Just a thought. Saw that picture. I don't know what that was about from Geyer. Only 8 seconds. I think he'll monitor. Here's a picture. Pictures there to kind of support Sophie Cunningham outside the Seattle Center there. What's this 44-second Starbucks thing, or what is this? Liberal woman harassed 2 strangers they decided were ICE agents and chased them out of a Starbucks in New Jersey. At a Starbucks in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Let's see what the video is about here. Just because they look like alpha guys, does that automatically mean they're ICE agents? Seriously? They're tall guys with beards. Oh, they must be ICE agents. They're not showing any identifiable thing about what their job is right there. So they must be ICE agents in these guys' minds, huh? Hey, Muskrat, how you doing? Nice to see you. 26 likes. Thank you guys to get over 25.
Should be ashamed of yourselves. Should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be. How can you? How dare you? How dare you? ICE! ICE! Shame! Do you not have a family? I just want to know, do you not have a family? You are ashamed. How many have you kidnapped? Kiss your wife? How many people have you kidnapped? You kiss your child. How dare you?
They blurred out the license plate on that one there.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare
You can't even go to a Starbucks. Even if they were federal agents, you just stopped Starbucks from getting money. A liberal organization from making money off of people you don't like. What is wrong with these idiots? It's crazy. Well, it's a guy who ended his show just about.
How dare you? You're not normal people. You are monsters. Nazis. Monsters.
They're monsters. They were buying coffee, and people are yelling at them for wanting to buy coffee. Who are the monsters? What the heck is wrong with the left? Imagine if a right winger bugged somebody that worked for Planned Parenthood if they went to a place like that. What would the left say about a right winger saying, "You're terrible, you abort babies, blah 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 blah"? We would be, make it make sense. What would be these? Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. You should just let people be who they are. It's just their job. They're doing what they're paid to do. They're taking care of people and things like that, Oh, so they don't think before they act. A lot of these people anyway. Anyway, let's see. Let me see any other information up here. Nope. Let's use any topics. There's some other cool people there that took some pictures out there. Some XXXY camera shots there out on the floor. I was wondering if they were able to give them pictures, but I'm guessing even though Indiana won, they probably left the floor before anybody could get down there really. There's the people that were sitting down there. That was the person that was on the Jumbotron. That other person right there, I think, on the left was on the Jumbotron earlier. What's this video over here about?
Circle around. These are our people. Ari, these are our people here. And we do have a little bit of opposition, if you can see me. So up here, we got some opposition up there. They are, I don't know about this. They had a sign, something about, I haven't, frankly, I really thought after all of that hoopla, there was going to be a lot more opposition than there is, but
Well, that's wrong. Don't mess
really
with the
not.
coffee. Don't mess with the coffee.
There's the high school girls, so high school girls got XXXY shirts. They're all headed in. You see, let's see. Here's the balloons. There's the balloons.
Counter protesters. It was such a fun vibe. Amy bringing the balloons.
Is anyone? Can I interview you for a second?
On this initiative, it's already qualified.
Hey, Wolf Lady is here. You're Wolf. I may.
Recording videos to vilify the people.
Yeah. You're for reals or you Wolf? Wolf. Oh my God, but it's so awesome. All right, I'm gonna head inside. I'm gonna take some photos for.
Give her a follow real quick there. And let's see what else we see over here. Let's see a whole lot of other news out there. What's this one about here? Ron Coleman here. SCOTUS, the government can't deny trademark registration based on supposed hate speech. The First Amendment doesn't recognize hate speech as a category exempt from free expression. The Shiloh Hendricks Judge Blewett. Let's see what we got here. What do you guys think about that Shiloh Hendricks thing?
No such thing as hate speech. Ron, what are you? Shiloh Hendricks case. Is this the beginning of the end? I'm really.
In a case called Mattel versus Tam, known as the Slants case, the Supreme Court ruled that the United States government could not deny a trademark registration to my client Simon Tam for the name of his band, the Slants.
Were they Asian?
Yes, an Asian American band.
That's amazing.
Now, it didn't matter, although it helped us win the case. Because at the same time as we were litigating the case, the Redskins were trying to litigate their case. And the Supreme Court said, oh God, here's a case that will enable us to come to the right conclusion without having to decide the Redskins case, which is politically awkward for us. Let's instead let Coleman's case win. So I won that case. And one of the things the Supreme Court said was the government can't decide what is and isn't offensive speech. It's not within the role of government to designate speech as hate speech. There's no such category under the First Amendment. This case is going to be.
The federal government can't, but did it say that nowhere within the Republic can do it or something?
Thrown out on appeal. And when you told me the name of the judge, which I wasn't familiar with, but as soon as I heard it's a white woman, I knew.
Not all white women are like that. Come on now.
To MacArthur Park here in downtown Los Angeles. Lots of things are happening here. We're just gonna give you a glimpse of MacArthur Park. So that's one entryway into MacArthur Park. Now we're heading over to the main entrance. This place has been getting raided pretty frequently recently because of all the drug activity that's taken place. And it's rumored that the surrounding areas are ran by cartels in a lot of these shops and whatnot. And there've been a few busts as well taking place. Just at the bus stop, you have people shooting up right there. And this is the main entry.
Nice to see Jared. I thought Jared came from the panel versus pretty much having you, Jared. I think you're mainly over there. Well, you popped in here the other day too.
Into MacArthur Park right here. If you look behind me, there's a bunch of people doing all sorts of drugs.
Was it named after General MacArthur, you think, or some other MacArthur?
They actually have their drugs laid out on the park bench. The guy's in a wheelchair right now. One of the effects of fentanyl is it does go after your limbs and cut away from your bloodstream. So a lot of people do lose their own limbs from the fentanyl that they use. How's it going? Why you just on videotape? We're just showing people what's going on here. We're just showing what's going on here.
Go show them your life. Don't just show people.
Okay. All right. So we've been here for a few minutes and now we're out. Just like that, we have gotten kicked out of the park already by the drug dealers and the users themselves.
Florida? LA? What the heck?
That was really fast. And currently, right now, with everything that's going on here inside California, Gavin Newsom and his wife are currently underneath investigation. And right now in Polymarket, it says there's a 23% chance that Gavin Newsom or his wife will be federally charged by December 31st, 2026. It's a bit crazy what's going on here inside California. And this
California. Is MacArthur from California? Maybe. Okay, let's go back to the other stuff here. What's Chris been up to here? Sometimes he has to be quiet. There's might have sensitive information they're talking about or something like that. So
I know music. I'm muted. This music is so loud.
That's the other reason they mute that stuff too. Let's see how this debate was going here as I kind of had it played in the background here.
Rather than them just being firm and giving them hard correction without the meanness, and they're like, well, maybe I need to think about this. Now, I would agree with you.
Do you care about your kids, Abe?
There are times where it is effective to be mean. This is not all times. And if we use it at the wrong time, we run the risk of destroying relationships in ways we shouldn't.
Okay. Do you care about your kids, Abe? Do you
Of course.
care about your kids?
Of course.
And you would do what's necessary for your kids to succeed?
Of course.
Okay. And sometimes it involves like being a little bit harsh. Sometimes it involves being kind to them, right?
Sometimes.
Do you think I should care about, let's say, Orthodox guy the same way I should care about my kid?
No.
Okay. I agree with you. Okay. So when I go and they're like, you fucking idiot, okay? On that guy, because I think he's being idiotic, I'm not gonna treat it like my kid. What do you bring your kids into
that
this?
a debate?
I agree with you.
Is that
Yeah, in a debate. Yeah, in a
Or is
debate.
that just in
In the debate I had
course
with
of
him, for
conversation?
example, when it came to the deletion of babies, I was like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. How are you gonna do that? I would delete a lot more people before I delete their babies, right? So that's fucking retarded, dude.
Is when people listening to that debate there. I'll be right back. I got to go take some medicine for my toothache, headache type thing here. I'll be back in a little bit. If you guys can hold down the fort there for me, I'd appreciate it. Who's AVG's? AVG is the lady in the middle of the picture up here. She moderates debates and is part of different debates out there. There's a link that'll show up in the chat here in a second if you guys want to follow her. Average Female Debater is her handle, and her name, this page, I think everybody knows her by name. The debate is here anyway. And AVG, if you want to learn how to do good debates, any of those three people there would be a good way to help you, as well as Rob Knorr and the Crucible.
Maybe I would like, I needed that
That's
in my life.
question, because you still haven't told me what mean is.
Oh,
What is
okay.
mean?
You want a description
Yes.
of mean? Well,
Yes.
mean is the opposite of nice.
Is
So
it the
when
average
we
of a great number?
no. The way that we would put
Or
it
is it
out
the
is most
mean?
the way that I
Thanks
would
for
put
watching.
it out. What
I better not
what
get rated
mean
when
means
while I'm
is
gone here. If I get rated while
a
I'm gone by Raw or
disregard
somebody,
for others'
I'm gonna whack my
feelings,
finger.
right? They with the usage of harsh language in order to produce a specific emotional response in which they might feel some kind of distress. That is being mean.
That's being mean.
Yeah, I want to produce distress in people. So when
How
I
do you know
when I
it- how
punch
do you know
them
it
with the
produces
word fuck,
distress?
it's like, hey,
This
fuck.
sounds really
It's
like soft science to me. Like, how do you know it produces an emotional
Oh,
response? And how do you know it's producing the response you want?
most of the times it goes like this. Stop being mean. Why are you so mean? I don't
But has
understand
it-
what you're saying, Emmett.
Okay, so-
I need
so-
a translator, Emmett.
Perfect.
And then I say
Well,
fuck, and they
hey,
don't need a translator any longer. It's very strange.
Sometimes there's a language barrier. We both know. Sometimes
Oh
there's a
my
language
God.
barrier, okay. Was that me?
You see, like that,
mean?
That's mean. Yes. You see how it went. Oh my God. That's when you realize you
Okay,
hit a punch.
so here's the primary issue that I have with this. So while I could agree that you're seeking that response and that you enjoy the response in general when
And chat.
that happens, and your chat,
Yeah, chat loves it.
okay, so you say it's a net positive for the debate sphere, right?
Yes.
My question would be, is it a net positive in the debates? Do you get more points across? And does that idea then carry further than if you gave a steady, clean, logical argument and held it all the way through without needing to insult or be mean or get a response like that?
Well, you can do both. That is the point that I'm going for. You can do both. Why stop at just, why stop just at the ice cream when you can have a banana split? When you can have something great, right? Some people just enjoy a little bit of ice cream like you. You're like, I just want the ice cream. Take away all the cool stuff about it. Some people just want it all. Some people just want to enjoy all of the ice cream. And that's what we're here to provide. We're here to provide great entertainment. And that includes being mean, especially to these fucking lefties, so that they will understand that they, you better not mess with us, because we're coming for your votes. We're gonna win the elections. We're gonna save them, babies. We're gonna tell you how stupid you are in the process, and people are gonna love it. And they're
So-
gonna send us some of our chats. So some of the super chats, they're gonna send us the super chats because they're like, yeah, bro, hit that fuck in the mouth.
So this revolves back around to what I said prior. I said there is a justified time for meanness, right? However, if it's a positive, then you're saying that overall it is good for the space. Now, while you're saying, yeah, we want to dominate these lefties, we want to make them look like idiots, we want to take the votes,
do.
we want to save the babies, I agree with those things. But do you want to also use that same meanness on people you're allied with and have them turn against you because of it?
I wouldn't use it against my chat unless they're enjoying it, and they do enjoy it sometimes. But I wouldn't normally use it against my chat.
So it's not a positive all the time.
Well, it's a possibility in the debate sphere, right? For debates, when we go into debates, when I go into these fucking places and there's some people over there and they're like, oh, Christianity is so evil and bad, and you're like, well, how do you know what bad is? And they're like, you're so mean, like, fuck you, okay? You don't even know shit. That is the place where I want to do it. They don't even know shit anyway, right? That's the place where it is. And it's like when I'm with my chat, when I'm talking to my friends, for example, not necessarily. I think my friends I have a higher standard with my friends. I like them, okay? It's like with the kids. I have a higher standard with the kids because I'm trying to guide them. So kids, I have a higher standard with them. I try to be polite with them. I try to guide them in a positive manner until they fuck up. Okay, and they tell them stop fucking up, and then we can move forward. Okay, my friends is the same. My friends is like, stop. Okay, we're cool, and then they say the blind people, stop fucking up. Okay, don't use the flag. Stupid.
Okay,
Stupid.
sure.
Okay.
But do you think it would be
Forward.
helpful if they're? Do you think it would be helpful if they're already receptive and you know that stance or a mean stance will push them away from the realization or the ideas that you want them to accept?
Well, most of the time, I would say that I'm, my friends, I like them for a reason. They're specific kind of people. It's like you, Abe. Okay, when I talk to you, okay, and you talk to me, we know each other. We have a certain level of respect. Okay, and when we fuck up, we can tell each other, and you understand that I do it for your own good, and I understand you do. Okay, But if I tell you, hey, you're fucking up, and you decide to go away, you were never my friend. You didn't have it in you to be my friend.
Is that how it
So
works?
it's a failure of you. You know what? I'm
So it's-
realizing something. I'm realizing that sometimes we put on ourselves a lot of load that it's not necessarily. We should take it off and realize that maybe the person failing is the other. Maybe you, audience, you should stop failing. Okay? Maybe it's on you. Maybe the meanness is the thing that glue us together as true brothers, as true people of the patriarchy, right? And maybe it's you who needs to be better.
Does better mean meaner?
Yes. And moral. So you have to be moral and mean.
What if the stance is that the moral thing is to not be mean in that instance? Is there anything like that, do you think, Emmett, where there's a time
Yes.
to not?
Yeah, let them keep talking there silently. I'll catch it up with that later. See what Chris is up to here.
Wait, no, it's not.
No, it's just kind of closed probably during the day.
No, I drove through here before.
People
a few days
busted the
ago.
cones through.
Oh yeah, people just busted the cones through and said fuck their shit.
Fuck your shit. A lot of construction now.
Yeah, they're
Jeez.
redoing the
Sidewalks.
accessibility of the sidewalks because the wheelchair ramp.
It was
were
good.
so
Cane's was
steep.
good. I think I'd like a sandwich
They
next
didn't
time.
have
But I thought
ramps in
the
every
sauce,
location.
the chicken was pretty good. Like the chicken tenders were soft. They would have been really good.
Yeah, they're really.
'Cause
soft.
sometimes it's
They're
like
not
too
dry at all. They're juicy.
And the sauce was good too. I could have had like a spicier sauce. It'd be good, really spicy.
Yeah, spicy would have been good.
I do like spicy.
Yeah, she lost quite a few right away from their Crucible buddies, basically, right there by after, was it? Did she lose more of them before Crucible kind of called her out? Or did she lose a lot of them right after she said, and went after Rob, basically, he doesn't know the power of the panelers? Probably equally. That was a while ago, though, wasn't it? Anyway, there's not a lot else going on here. I'm trying to give you guys quality content, at least till 12 o'clock here, but I'm trying to find anything else out there. Let me see if you guys helped out Jeannie by chance here with anything. No, still no love there or whatever. If you guys feel charitable or whatever, you don't have to be charitable, but if you do want to be charitable, we're trying to help out Jeannie. You know she's a good Canadian there. Help her out there if you want to. She's got a Send Go there. She's trying to help get into a new house after a flood destroyed her old house. So feel free to help her out there. I'd appreciate it. And there's not much else I can do. Sometimes I do dances or play songs here. I'll play a song for you here just to change it up a little bit here. What song should I play here? I haven't played some of my music in a while here. Mr. Bill shoutouts. I've been doing a lot of shoutouts. Let me see if you guys like this song about Mr. Bill's shoutouts.
Mr. Bill walks in smiling, hands up, love all around. If a friend gets seen on stream, he makes sure they get found. He says, bring the next one in, let the whole room know. If the chat sees a good one, he wants that name to glow. No cold shoulders here, no keeping score. If you lift another up, you lift us all more. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, king of the shout. Love what he's about. Let that respect, don't let the good names ring. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, that's how patriots sing. In that wild Portland chaos, where the cameras roll, he'd rather build your channel than take a bigger hold. No favor, oh no dare, just a nod and a grin. Keep going, keep growing, that's the way he wins. When another voice shows up, he makes room fast. He knows a little kindness can make a channel last. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, king of the shout-outs. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, he remembers your name. If you rise on your own, he still cheers the flame. No grudge in his pocket, no bitter talk. Just a steady open door and a strong front walk. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, king of the shout out. Mr. Bill, love what he's about. Pass that respect, don't let the good names ring. Mr. Bill, that's how patriots say. Maybe just a thank you, that's more than enough. Mr. Bill keeps it moving with respect and love.
This is a good one. I'll give you this one too here. But just to show that I do the shout outs for everybody that's out there, except for maybe leftoids or something like that. Sometimes I'll shout them out too for some reason or another. But anyway, since you guys are talking about her in the chat, I'll even give her credit here. Here's the channel that they're talking about, the Raging Tomato. There she does it. Puts together panels and lets people kind of hash things out about different issues they have on Twitter and things like that. She tries to get as big a names as possible so that she can kind of get her crowd audience bigger and things like that, to have them kind of have different debates. But lately she's not able to get those big names as much as she used to get them, I think. Anyway, that's a good place to go if you want to kind of learn how to debate or learn how to run a panel or something like that. Go ahead and check her out on that channel right there. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I don't mind it doing that. I think she leans right or whatever. She won't say which way she leans so much, but she goes on. She was on a panel the other day or whatever herself, debating something, I think. Anyway.
Crash Out for the Century coming on Brandy Cruz's show tomorrow.
You guys want another song and just watch that in the background? Why not? Where's the music? There's the music.
Mr. Bill is the best chat on YouTube. Everybody tries to catch up, but no chat is cooler. No chat is smoother. Mr. Bill's shout outs match Chris's chat. Makes Danny's chat look flat. Quincy's chat talks polite, but Bill's got that shot at night. And it's funny. Yeah,
if that's the case, Sharebear, if you are listening out there, I don't know if Fat Patriot's stopping you from chatting or whatever, he'll probably limit his chatting or whatever if you still want to chat or something like that. I haven't seen you in the chat tonight. You're probably busy with something else, but if you are lurking out there or something like that, feel free to chat or something like that. And I'm guessing Fat Patriot will kind of start lurking himself. He's been chatting quite a bit already, so it's your turn to chat or put bubbles in the screen or something like that if you're out there. But if you're not out there, then I'm talking to myself. Alrighty then, let's go back to this thing here.
He says, "Don't get a Pomeranian."
You guys want music? Sorry about that. Here's the music.
Mr. Bill's chat. Mr. Bill's chat. It's the best on the screen. Mr. Bill's chat. Mr. Bill's chat. So
She could, but she's a mod, and I don't know if mods, if they block people that are causing trouble, not that FPG causes trouble, but that would be the dilemma there for her, I guess. But if she just doesn't want to be around him or something like that, she can ask me later or whatever, what my opinion or whatever she wants to. But I think she could pop in here and do something silly or whatever that I would be okay with it. Even these would be kind of a fun thing to do. She come in here and give him the occasional 10-second timeout. How about that? Won't show up for her. I gotcha. I don't know. I wish you guys would kind of work on it somewhere else. But anyway, I'm not sure if she's even watching right now. Let's finish this song and we get back to Chris.
Mr. Bill's chat. More knowledgeable than unfiltered chat. Never needs to brag like that. His chat is wilder than crying while we're talking back. Everybody's talking, but Bill's chat never acts. It's modest, it's mighty, it makes the whole room smile. Mr. Bill knows what's up, that chat goes mad. Mr. Bill's chat, it's the best on the screen. Bill's chat, Mr. Bill's chat, so humble, so clean. Mr. Bill's chat, Mr. Bill's chat, yeah, he loves that machine. Mr. Bill's chat.
All right, no more free music. No more free music for you. No more free music. You want to listen to what Chris is saying, or do you want me to go back to this thing here? Which audio do you want, guys? I'll let you guys decide. Audio, AVG audio or Chris audio. Make sure you guys go follow AVG also. Average debate, and then just do the same things I have for both on the screen here. That one, it's not live, but just FYI, that's her channel there that does the debate stuff, and that community over there that Scott's a part of, and Jared's a part of also. Yeah, I figured. But if you like the protesters or whatever over here, then you would want to Chris's audio. So we'll give you AVG's audio, but Chris's video mainly. How about that? It's bigger size anyway.
He's only ever dished it out.
Can someone without feelings be able to produce this kind of artwork? Okay, I know feelings because in reality, I'm an artist. My point as an artist is to play with feelings. Okay, I'm great at that because that is what I learned. But I need to be able to feel them, not because of empathy, because of sympathy. Okay, because I have an understanding through my own lens, not through yours, through my own lens of how you feel. Thus, I understand feeling. I have feelings. I do. They're just not that important. And when it comes to making you feel better, what makes me feel good is making you feel better. Okay? That is the thing.
Here's the real linchpin I would ask, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Is it because it increases your attention through the algorithm?
Yes.
Because how could you make the claim that being mean is positive?
Wouldn't mind giving
if it creates negative in the inverse. Like it creates negative emotions in others, then how's that positive?
Because what we're trying to create when it comes to the emotions, emotions are fickle. You feel that now, you grow better, and you don't feel it tomorrow. We think too much about the now, and we don't think about the tomorrow. I want you to feel better tomorrow after not being a fucking idiot, okay? Because maybe you can't stop being that. Maybe you can stop doing, as the saying says, the stupid is what stupid do. Maybe you can stop doing the stupid so you can stop being stupid. And that will make you better and will make you feel better at the end.
Then
so
that's not mean, right?
It's the power of the bully, which has been lost in time because the bully is a necessary.
The jail systems and the prison systems in our country are not that bad. They're dirty, they're filthy, and there's politics in there, if you know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, a couple months in the county or whatever. I see how it everybody ignores the Mr. Bill. Yes, Mr. Bill, we were totally ignoring you. That's what's going on. Yeah, but I would love to look into it more, to be honest with you, Geyer. Especially if you maybe have case.
Let's see what they're up to on the other channel.
It's a necessary component in our space, in our environment. Most of the time, the bully used to be able to be the one who'd be like, stop being dumb.
She was working on some housework earlier, but she's got a lot of things to kind of deal with and things like that. So I'm not worried about her being here or not. So Rit's here, Scott's here. Not that we need a whole lot of mods for 16 people, most of which are probably sleeping. Are you guys all sleeping in the chat? Put a 1 if you're awake, put a 2 if you're sleeping.
To make them feel distress.
Yes.
Right? So the problem with this is you haven't defined what the primary cause for eliciting distress. Just eliciting distress is a positive. So I can elicit any distress that I choose, and that's a positive for the Panaverse in your estimation.
Yeah.
In your claim, as long as I produce distress through being mean in the Panaverse or in the debate sphere, I mean, then it's good for the debate sphere.
Okay, it's the debate sphere. Okay, that was the panel sphere.
Well, I don't think everybody in the panel. I don't think the Panaverse is necessarily full of lefties. There's some lefties there, obviously. I'm gonna go with that with these kind.
What's the difference? Okay, Scott, you're in the Panelverse and the Debateverse. What's the difference?
Do you want him to be like, next time I go into a debate, I'm not gonna be that fucking. Maybe he'll stop being a commie. Maybe he actually comes to Christ. Maybe he actually goes to the church. Imagine that. Okay, and it all started because he felt really bad once, and maybe that's what he needed. Maybe I am an instrument of God. Have you ever think about that? Maybe as an instrument of God, and I'm not saying that I am the instrument. I am just being part of the great design, so that people can stop being stupid and maybe go to church, maybe follow Christ, maybe do what is right. Okay. And maybe the way to do it is by being a little bit mean. It's causing that distress. Because one thing that makes you change, the one thing that will actually make you change is distress. Right?
The one thing that will make you change
The one
is
thing that
distress?
will make you change a little bit of distress, yes.
I think there's other things that can make you change.
For example, what would make you change? So I just got a super chat. It was very fucking hilarious and mean.
Responsibility. I didn't feel distress when children were born, but I changed because I renewed responsibility and a joy for what the future held.
I agree with that, but there was distress, right? That what you felt stress is like, oh, I have to do X, I have to do Y, I need to be able to do X, Y, and Z. You have an idea of towards the future that is trying to make you change. You have this like kind of stress going.
Distress and stress are not exactly the same thing.
There's very similar words, like they come from a
They're very similar. They're a lot alike. Yeah, they're both
can we get
stress, but
how about
you can go ahead and search it. Go ahead, let's look.
Can we appeal to the moderator? Can we get distress and stress from the Merriam-Webster dictionary?
Yes, distress and stress are the definitions you're looking for to confirm?
Yes, please.
One moment, gentlemen. Okay, and I'm going to bring...
See, the moderator, there's a little bit of fact checking and a little bit of double checking on definitions and things like that. That's what the moderator type person does. They do this debate. If it gets crazy or whatever, they step in and say, take your turn, boys, or something like that. But for the most part, you want the moderators to kind of sit back and just make sure the conversation goes smoothly.
Bring this up on stage. I trust that's fine with everybody.
Yep.
If you know what is the great thing about
Panelverse wasn't a real tangible thing. Sarah wanted it to be. The debates here is everything in its entirety, and it's not controllable by just one person. Oh, okay, interesting. She wanted to kind of more to have her sort of the after effect. Usually she'll have like two people arguing with each other, and then she'll have everybody come in and kind of argue against those two people or for those two people, basically. And that was kind of the Panelverse idea or something like that. Is that what you're saying?
This, even if I fail, okay? Even if I fail, still win.
Let me know which portion you'd like me to go to.
Oh, good night, FPG. How you? Thanks. Have a good night. There you go. Hey, Share Bear, if you're waiting for him to leave, he left or whatever. But if you're not even on the stream, then I'm talking to myself again. FPG is out. And let's go back to this. Okay.
So then you're desperate need. So if we take the second, because the first one is not that one, pain or
It's
suffering
legal.
affecting the bodily part or the mind, and then we go to the other one, we actually see that there's a very high correlation, right? Because one even can cause disease. So there's actually a very high correlation between both of them.
There is correlation, but that's
Time
because
to remove,
stress
gentlemen.
itself. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
There is definitely correlation because obviously distress is based on stress. However, distress is specifically the pain and suffering caused, whereas stress does not have to be pain and suffering. So that's the difference.
You
When
think
I
there's
say
no,
I
there's
have
no
stress
suffering in
because of
stress?
something. No, well, there can be stress where it's not suffering. Like there are forms of joy that are not suffering that would count
Oh,
as stress on the human system. So
That's what it was.
Can,
Okay.
what I'm
can you
saying is,
show
you're
me an
saying you want
example of
to
that?
I already did. I said when my children were born, I felt stress, but I
Mhm.
didn't feel distress. I didn't feel pain and suffering. I felt joy and excitement for the future, right? But it wasn't pain and suffering. And so there is a difference here between distress and stress. And you said that being mean is to cause distress, which is pain and suffering.
Well, of the mental state, right? But okay, fine. I will I will say, I mean, stop being a fucking idiot. You can just grant this one. It's fine. I think that there's a category error anyway, because one is again talking about kids. There's a difference there. Family, most of the relationships you have in your life will be mundane. They are transactional, except for marriage. Marriage is an institution that is transcendental, right? It's
I
a
agree.
forever thing. So when we're talking about the family is a transcendental endeavor. It's something greater than.
We'll get back to that. Let's see what Chris and Danny are talking about here.
So,
I can't dance to that.
That the press conference they had after.
Oh, that was so bad.
It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I expect nothing less from Katie Wilson.
Well, I just don't understand why they didn't have a press conference if that's what they're going to do. Like, just don't have one if that's what they're going to end up.
You're trying to like assure people's safety in the city, you know, and they're just bullshitting you on what happened.
I'm not kidding when I say what they did was literally worse than doing nothing.
I watched a little bit of it, but
That police chief is
oh,
so incompetent.
the police chief.
I feel bad for SPD that has to take orders from that guy.
Oh, here's an interesting fact. Whatever, the first team in WNBA history to score 100 points in 4 straight games happened tonight when Indiana beat the Seattle team with over 100 points. Very cool. WNBA history, if anybody cares. Sarah was leaning towards the leftists that mainly debate on her platform. Over time, the left started complaining about losing and wanted Sarah to help them. It became almost like she was kind of helping them out a little more than she ought to. He says they're driving home or driving to drop off Ari. They just do a bunch of live stream stuff at night, just hang out or whatever. I probably could just end now or whatever. There's not a whole lot going on. Sometimes I'll have my own opinions or I'll watch other videos or something like that. But they restreamed me the other night, so I figured I'll restream them tonight or something like that. If I need to. Let me see if I have another video ready to talk about here by chance. Just double check here. They live in the Tacoma area somewhere. I'm not sure where they live, but somewhere in the Tacoma area. They're just chilling out. They just like to keep the live stream going until they get home and then talk about more basic stuff, I guess. But let's go back. It's either that or some other video there that I could play some other time about normal gays are the new target of the woke left. That's an interesting theory there. Let's go back to this though.
Because there's a lot of hate watchers. And the hate watchers might come out for the, they might be in a cave and then they finally come out of the fucking cave and be like, "You fucking degenerate, stop doing that. We're not gonna allow a boy, the one that actually stood up to the fucking Coomer Gremlin to be attacked on this chat that way. We're gonna go to war." When that happened, I remember when that happened, when we see the debate between Destiny and Rob Noor now, okay, and the DGs are like, Rob uses Grog, we're going to their channel like, nah, fuck you, stupid cock, okay? No, Destiny is retarded, okay? And that's what we do. We just move on, and we create these little wars.
Oh, is he on right now? That's cool. I might raid him or something like that if I leave early or something like that. But anyway, we'll shout out his. I can't remember if I used 2 T's or 1 T for his Nightbot. I think I used just 1 T. If he's live. There's just 1 T on mine. Okay. Is he live? Go live with he did go live. There he goes. Yep. Tell him I said hi. Yep. All good.
Comes to the whole Destiny versus Crucible stuff, I would say the only issue I have with the mean stance, which like obviously there's people who can take that stance, right? There are people who have that footing already in place. But it also grew our opposition at the same time, right? It built us, but it also built them. And so
thanks for stopping in, RC. Hope you're doing good. I saw you hanging out in the other chat over there with Unfiltered and Raw. Nice to see you.
From that same action. But I say in some terms, if you're without reproach, it makes it much harder for the opposition to grow from it. When I've said no harsh word, but I crush their ideas, they don't have some way to go, well, look at this asshole. Look at how wrong he is over here and over here and over here. Instead, it's just, well, shit, he just said exactly what was true and cut down my ideas, but he never said anything that we can turn on him at all. We can't use his own meanness and what he called us against him. We can't, like, there's a certain level where I think that meanness is actually also the same door you're leaving open to be attacked for all the things you have done.
So you would think that I just need to be better next time so that I don't do something stupid in order not to be attacked. Okay?
Wow.
And that way, not only I am putting my burden on myself because I need to carry my burden and be better as Christians ought to do. So what you're telling me is that being mean and putting a higher standard on myself is just actually more virtuous? Then I would agree with you. I agree that we have to be virtuous in this space. And sometimes the way to be virtuous is to stop is to tell people to stop being fucking retards. And I think
Rere's, I think is what he meant to say.
percent, Abe.
And I don't think that's being mean. If you're telling someone to stop doing something stupid or wrong,
Yeah.
I don't see that as mean.
Bully style, causing distress, telling them to, you know, they better stop being
So,
dumbasses.
so you need to make a spectacle.
Well, we
and
are a spectacle.
overshoot. You're a spectacle. That's
We
for
are a
sure.
spectacle. We are in an arena
you're a
right now.
spectacle.
This is the
You're-
Coliseum,
you-
baby. Okay.
You
we
are
go
a
we go
spectacle.
like this or like this. Okay.
What does that mean? Annette?
It doesn't mean anything because they didn't do that. But the
That's-
point is
I'm glad you know that though. Because I was it doesn't mean anything because they didn't do it. Good man. I don't have to call you retarded. Good man.
Exactly. You see? I have a higher standard for myself.
What's he talking
But
about?
the point is, you know, we decide that they're gonna die or leave, right? We're in the Coliseum right now. The audience is here. They're gonna vote. We're gonna be like, yeah, okay? We're gonna make a spectacle of the fucking lefties. We're gonna tell them to shut the fuck up with stupid ideas that have destroyed society for 60 years. And we probably should have told them to shut the fuck up 40 years ago. Especially the commies. Fuck you, commies. Wherever you
again,
are,
you-
if you're listening to me, fuck you, commies. And anyway, go ahead.
Agreed. No, I agree. I just have to throw out that I completely agree with that. But my issue isn't so much that yet we want to cast down like degeneracy, immorality, leftism, all feminism, all the bullshit, right? We do want to cast those down. But again, my claim is that there is a time and a place for mean, and I don't think that it's a positive through and through. I think that there are times that we can actually change minds. Most of the time, in my experience, in reality, you can help people change their mind by showing them exactly why they're wrong and how to fix that logical chain that's broken in their mind. Now, in specifically big debates, like for instance, what Andrew Wilson does with leftists like Destiny, it does make sense for him to go a little overboard because he's got tens of thousands of people on his side watching who it's going to soup up, and they're going to then take up the torches. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to go, shit, I want to learn how to debate like that. I want to be able to smash the left like that. I don't think that that is preferable to most people who are functioning in the debate sphere. I don't think.
Anybody, a little bit of music here for the heck of it. 1 minute. 1 minute of music. Mr. Bill's Curbs. We'll go soft rock.
Headlines on the screen, coffee going cold, laughing while it stings, story being told. Oh, yeah. You're pulling up a chair on that busted little corner of the world, I swear, where the truth feels rough but the joke still lands. Got one foot in the gutter, one hand in a bag of chips, laughing while it stings, story being told. Oh yeah, pulling up a chair.
Okay, back to the stuff.
Think that they can debate at that level. I don't think that they can get away with the same kind of comments and meanness, as you would say, as say Andrew Wilson can. I think that it makes a lot of people look really stupid when they do it because they think they're functioning like Andrew Wilson and they look like
and they don't
whoever you
understand
wanna
the
think
argument. For example, someone that we know that created an argument called the blind pill, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So what I would say to that specifically, or what I'm saying to that specifically is, to those people, what we want is to cast them down
That's a decent song.
and be like, "You're fucking stupid too. Don't do that."
But
Be better.
what has that done for us? So far, what has that done for us?
Oh well,
Has
now
that
he's
built
shutting his
up
fucking
even
mouth.
greater?
That's done for me.
Okay.
Let me get this chat off the screen. Let me get this off the screen. So let me close this down. But in general, so I'm actually going to end it here.
What? That was a weird ending or whatever. He just ended it right there and just went. What the heck happened there? What? That was a weird ending or whatever. He just ended it right. Oh, then it went right to my stream. What the heck? He didn't tell me anything. What the heck's going on here? What did? I was about to raid him. I was just listening in on him a second ago to see if set up a raid for him, and then he unfilled raided me. Next time he needs to let me know ahead of time. Let me know ahead of time, so I can plan ahead. Plan ahead, okay? No fair raiding without me letting me knowing first. Okay, I need fair warning, something like that. I think it's forewarning. Thank you for the raid, though. Thank you for the raid. I was like looking over at his thing, like, where is he gonna? When is he gonna stay on longer? And then a few seconds later, he raids me out of the blue. Like, what the heck? What's going on there? That is unfiltered and raw. Not following the rules. Not following the rules. Following his own rules. He's got his own special rules there. Go ahead and follow unfiltered and raw. Anyway, he does a good job over there up in Washington, helping out with politics and writing books and all sorts of other fun stuff up there. Give him a follow if you would on that channel. And then what we're doing is not a whole lot of exciting stuff like he was doing. He was last time I checked, following a car around, driving around, and somebody walking down a street. I'm not sure if they were saying important stuff or whatever, but he was probably saying important stuff to the chat or something like that. Maybe that was what was going on. Was he giving you any quality information, chat? Reptile Artsy, was he giving you quality information that you could use down the road? Hopefully he was giving you quality information there. But anyway, I'm trying to give you some quality debate education here. The people on the left-hand corner of the screen are Emmett, and the right is Abe Dinkus over there. The debate moderator is the person in the middle, AVG, average female debater. If you're if you know the Crucible and some of the stuff in the debate verse or something like that, you should know these people. But anyway, we're going to listen in on this debate about being mean is a positive in the debate sphere thing, as we're checking to see what Chris is doing. You want to listen on Chris for a second, or the debate sphere? Let's go back to this. Oops.
He put this into the ethos, and I went and I explained what was the problem with the logical
Let's fit toys. That makes sense.
Chain, right?
That makes sense.
I went through the whole process. I went through the whole process of explaining the logical chain all the way through it, right? And then I had somebody whose name.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. See, that's what the grifters are supposed to say. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Sometimes the grifters do even crazier things, and they'll actually put a banner up on their thing to sort of remind people to hit the like and subscribe. I don't do that or anything like that. I don't sort of have these banners that show up everywhere that say hit the like button. I don't do that kind of thing. I just let you guys have the opportunity to hit the like button. So if you see anything else on the screen, just ignore it or something like that, okay? I don't need to sort of put up the things about liking and subscribing and all that stuff, okay? Let's go back to this.
Name is Moses, and he decided that he really liked that argument for some reason, okay? And then I had to come to a point in which I came up and I made the same argument, right? I just changed it a little bit. I put a little bit of sprinkles on it, tiny little sprinkles on it. And he went full feminist in accordance to his own.
Also, as you're listening, tell me who you like better, the guy on the left, which is Emmett. I'll put the links in the chat, or the guy on the right, Abe Dinkus, here, as you're kind of discussing this thing about being positive in the debate sphere.
Way.
If I'm being fair, those were like shit sprinkles, to be fair. Like
those were like extremely good rhetorical.
What was the poll about? Yesterday's poll was interesting. I'm surprised you were considered the nice one on that one, unfiltered. But what was the other? What's today's poll about? I forgot what I put up there a second ago. It was something about pickles. Yes, zesty pickles. Okay, yeah. People like 81% like the pickles there. I'm not sure if they're zesty or not, but they're pickles anyway. 21 votes on that one. That's good.
All elements. Okay, it was a great rhetorical element to show him the error of his ways. And you know what's
no
has to
one's
happen?
touching that ice cream, Emmett.
Exactly. No one's touching that ice cream. No one's gonna go and be doing the fucking blind pill anymore because they know that if you do it, there's a shit ice cream next to that's coming next to your plate and calling you retarded. Okay.
But what I heard is there's a double down that's happened, and now it's going to other platforms to be argued in stronger ways because of the resistance that occurred here.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Here's your reward, unfiltered and raw, for the raid. Here you go. You ready for your reward? Here, give you a nice reward.
Food search to grow that argument and build an audience.
It is
for
because
somewhere else.
it is actually positive because now we know who Uncle Tom is, right? Now we know that he's a conspiracy theorist, red pill guru dumbass. We don't have to follow that kind of shit. We have actual good things that we are. The reason why he's even relevant right now is not because of that argument. It's because he's over there trying to argue with Andrew about how the evidence that was just presented in a courtroom that points towards someone being the alleged killer of another person, and in this case Charlie Kirk, is actually responsible. And he's like, well, but do you know that maybe it isn't them?
So my question again then becomes, what did your meanness accomplish?
Oh, in the case, so in this case specifically, it's like my audience know that he's dumb. My audience know that there's no possibility. Like when they listen to these kind of arguments, they know how to repulse them, and they also know that's fucking retarded and stupid, and they can go over there and be like, "Yeah, this is stupid," and we have actual reasons why, and we're gonna shame you into not doing that kind of dumb shit.
Did that require meanness?
Yes.
Or did
Shame
it just require
requires
you...
meanness.
No, I mean them. Your chat, had you not broken down the logical chain, there are people that may not have realized what that logical chain was, right?
No,
unless
shame
they can all debate at your level already.
is the three things, right? Because a lot of people don't put attention into the pathos. So it's the ethos, it's the logos, no, it's the ethos, the logos, and the pathos. Okay. I just like it in order. And most of the time it's like we stay at the logos, so we go to the ethos, but we forget about the pathos. Okay, in this case, shaming is required. You want to shame people that are doing things wrong so that they stop. You want to shame them into stopping. Okay, when a whore is out there and it's like, yes, you're gonna go on and tell her, bitch, stop doing that. Okay?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That isn't mean then, is it? You can't claim that it's mean if the correction creates
it's causing distress.
It causes pain and suffering, or it causes stress, which is a change in like mental attitude.
No, it causes suffering most of the time. Like, have you?
How?
I know you know this, okay? But having there's this thing. It's called it's when your thoughts don't match reality. I don't remember the term right now on top of my head. No. It literally means your thoughts don't match with the reality.
Okay.
And it causes distress, it causes pain, it's suffering. Like it really causes people to suffer when they realize that their worldview is wrong. It's like really bad for some people. In fact, if you talk to a lot of atheists, they would tell you, I was suffering I was suffering from the crisis of faith.
Yeah, it requires ego death to make the change.
Yeah. So that is a lot of suffering. And when you shame people, that's a lot of suffering for them because their thoughts, what they thought it was a great idea, doesn't match reality. So they have to deal with the suffering.
you believe you can elicit the response of shame within a human being, or do you think that you are creating social ostracization through your meanness, which forces them to change? Because shame internally is different than shame externally.
I see it as a Christian should see it, right? If you do something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on you doing something stupid. But if you say, "Yeah, I was fucking dumb," yeah, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, come, bro, you're back.
Then
You're
how's that
back in
mean?
line. You're back in line with me."
How
Why?
is
Because you called him a
correction
fucking retard at the beginning. Okay, you caused him a lot of pain. He was like, "I'm not a retard." He's like, "Yes, you are." Okay, you put them through the process of shame.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second here. Oops, I didn't mean to shrink it. Let's see what Chris is talking about here for the heck of it. He's muted.
Different levels of cologne.
Swallow it down.
This chat's boring him. I should probably get into his chat, make it more exciting. But let me get back to this here. Just have something to do.
He went through the process of grief. He went through the 5 full stages. I don't remember the stages off the top of my head right now, but it's like the acceptance of death. Okay, he went through the whole stages until finally he was like, "Okay, fine, I accept that I fucked up." And it's like, "Okay, fine, come back. You are welcome back into the fold." Yeah. That is the thing that you do. But at the beginning, you're fucking mean. You're telling him how stupid he is. And you're making fun of it at the same time. Like, "You're fucking stupid," and then you laugh, "Ha, fucking stupid idiot, dumbass."
And that makes sense. That makes sense in like your personal life with friends. But on the internet, it doesn't work that way so much. Because they can just go find another group. And they can go peddle their shit somewhere else.
But then
They often do.
you don't deserve to be on my chat. You don't deserve to be part of my chat. You don't
Right.
deserve to be part of the people who are going to take the future. Okay,
That's
what we're
fine.
going to be doing as a band of brothers that we are, we're gonna be looking towards the future.
But is
Yeah.
Emmett's channel
We're
the
gonna
whole of the debate sphere?
We're gonna destroy. No,
Or is it a broader thing?
that is the good thing about this. It's not the whole of it, but you can be part of it. You can be part
Okay,
of it.
come on,
Okay,
calm
we
down.
want you in my channel. So come up,
I want
sub up,
you.
and
I
be
want
part
you.
of my channel. We want you. Learn, my course, because everybody on the internet will start a course certification. My course is how to be mean. Become part of the mini squad.
I thought you were saying
And-
my curse is how to be mean. And
No,
not
my
course. I get it
course.
now.
What we're gonna be selling, okay, we're gonna be selling it at $99.99. It's gonna be available soon. It's gonna be a how to be mean course certification just for you.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. What can't I? What the fuck do you mean I can't do that?
Emmett, you can't do that because I already sell you, okay? You can't sell a course if I'm already selling you.
What the fuck do you mean I can't do that?
They're gonna be silly a little bit.
Look, you can't sell a course on how to be mean when you've already been enslaved and you have to be a punching bag for people.
I'm not enslaved. You free them. Translate the fucking debate now.
Holy cow. That was amazing. You see that? She was not mean, and that was very comedy filled, okay?
I was mean. That was
Hey, Margarita, how you doing? Nice to see you. If you're doing good there, how's your margarita's been tasting? Like the stream, y'all. Thank you. Yeah. Some people say that I need to put a thing on the screen that says like, but I don't think I need to put a screen on that says like. So I'm not going to put a banner on the screen that asks you to like the stream. Okay, not going to do it. Not going to happen. You guys already know to hit the like thing, so I don't need to put a banner on the screen that says like.
Position mean.
the opposition. You mean the enslavement of the black people?
Yeah.
How is enslavement mean? Is that what you're asking me? I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, based out of you, Abe, because I'm not nice. In fact, I want a little bit more of that, in which Some people may have responsibility. Some people need to be taking responsibility for others because they cannot take responsibility for themselves. And it's being shown, especially in the inner cities. Okay.
What's Danny up to? What's Danny up to here? Gas station. Gas station. Chris is pumping the gas, I'm assuming. Yesterday I went to bed at 3 a.m. I don't think I'm going to go to bed at 3 a.m. tonight.
That's a good point, Kara. I don't think you did like the smell of it.
Smelled gas? I don't know about that. Okay. Anyway, they're doing their thing. I'm going to go back and do my thing.
So maybe what we need is just people to pick cotton. Have families. Be well instead of becoming serfs of the state that live in shitholes. Okay?
Wouldn't you agree?
So
that
I agree.
sometimes people have
agree
to be
with you.
made- Don't you agree that sometimes people have to be made to do the things that need done?
Made to do things that need to be done.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be
sense.
mean?
Is he making sense?
When it comes to the cult of niceness.
I'm just asking you, is that true? Sometimes people
Yes,
have to be made to do what needs
I
done?
think people need to be made to do things. Yes.
Okay. So if it needs to be done, and they must be made to make that happen, how is it mean?
Yes. Because it's done through causing distress, right? If you're poor and you don't have any way of, doing anything except going to fucking work because that's what you
Did
have
you
to
cause
do.
them distress, or did their own mental psyche cause them to distress? Which one? Can you cause distress, or does
I can
the
cause
internal
distress,
workings of
yes.
the person?
No,
cause
you
the
can cause distress. I believe that you can
Is anybody else following the debate? I'm not following it very well.
cause distress, yes. Especially to people who care for you and that you care for. And if you're in that debate space and people kind of respect you, and then you realize that you're talking to different people, and you tell them, hey, you're fucking stupid, stop doing that, they might actually take you seriously. Can you imagine, Abe, if you go to, I don't know, one of your debate opponents who you have a good rapport with, Chris Strange, right? And Chris comes to you and tells you, I have this great argument, Abe. He tells you the argument, you say, yeah, fuck, that's fucking stupid. What do you think his response would be? You think it would be a little bit of distress on his end?
I think it would depend.
Could be.
But it's possible.
You don't think it would have some distress?
I think everybody went to sleep. I guess 21 people in the chat, but I think y'all asleep. Okay, is everybody asleep?
Matter? Is that what you're
No one
telling me?
matters. I mean, no one really.
Oh no!
matters,
Oh,
right?
no one matters. Oh, Mr. President, no one matters. Are we going full nihilist on this?
No, but I'm saying I don't know that I don't know that my opinion matters that much. It depends on the argument too, right? If it was an argument that he felt was good and it was decent, and I said that, he might be like, "Yeah, I think you're just stupid," but he might double down. It depends on how passionate you are about the topic that you're bringing forward, right? Because if you brought me something and you're not that passionate about it, and it's an argument, and I see a logical flaw, and I'm like, "That's stupid. You shouldn't argue that." You're going to be like, "Wait, let me re-examine it," and then you'd be like, "Oh, shit, I did miss that." But if
you
it
know
was-
how
if
I
you
am,
felt-
Abe.
If you felt it was completely consistent and a strong argument, and I told you it was
Yes.
stupid, you're going to double down on that argument, and then you're going to come back and call me stupid, rather than say, maybe I need to rework this.
Okay, so you know how I am. I'm very passionate sometimes. I go on and I go, So let's say that I go to you and I'm like, hey, Abe, I got the blind pill argument. Yes, it's gonna be great, Abe. And you tell me, you fucking stupid. And I go like, oh, okay. You think that didn't cause distress on me?
Well, yeah, in that case, it would.
Okay. Let's say that.
But what if you're
do you
incapable of
think-
feeling
do you
distress
think-
because of my words?
Well, my name is not Marte, okay? Don't worry about it. I can feel distress because I can feel things. So
Are you melanated?
Tiny bit.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
You look
Some
white.
melanated.
I'm just checking.
Today I look more melaninated than you. I can tell you that much.
It's because of that light, and this room is dark. But people have never
because of
seen my
light.
real skin color. Actually,
No, you are paper white. So don't worry about you. Okay, we understand.
Are you guys doing the X Money thing or whatever? I just noticed there's a notification the other day, and now I see on my profile there's an X Money button or something like that. What does the X Money button do on Twitter? Welcome to X Money, Mr. Bill for Freedom. Scan this QR code directly on your mobile device's camera to continue in the X app. I'll do that later, I guess. It still stay on my. It still stays on my thing there. Interesting.
you are.
In fact,
white.
we can see all the red on your cheeks thanks to that. It's just blood. It's fine. It's being almost covered by the blind lenses that you have on.
On that note, I actually want to say thank you to AVG for intentionally self-blinding for virtue's sake. It was very good of you to do. Very good of
Yeah.
you.
Now stop doing it. It's fucking stupid. It's not related to virtue. Okay, just let you know.
Okay, so do you have anything else to ask me?
Why
I think
well,
mean
to be honest,
isn't-
I was thinking about it right now, and I was just gonna go full Jay Dyer and call this stupid and leave. But I'm gonna disagree with myself on that, just because this is a great comedy sketch, and we can continue doing it.
I think
and
you have a
keep
banger
on
closing
attacking
too,
it.
right?
How about they're stupid?
This
This stupid bitch.
You have a 7-pack. This stupid.
You only wanted to be this stupid bitch. So yes, I would like to ask you a.
We let them keep talking there. See what Chris is doing here. What's he up to?
Come on, Raising Cane's, get your lids together. I hope I shut them. Twisted.
Twisted making a ruckus back there. What's he doing?
Nothing. I didn't do nothing. Chris needs stripper coffee. He needs to wake up. Hey, people. Hey, PP. He called you Hey, PP? I don't think you're being the whole thing. He called you PP hand.
Just having fun there. Okay, let's go back to this one here.
To communicate clearly my ideas, to make the other person's ideas look as stupid as possible without ever having to call that person stupid. And
Can you
I
do
think
that
things-
and also call them retarded?
I'm sure you could, and I've seen it happen. And sometimes it's effectual, and sometimes it falls flat on its face. It depends. Like, for instance, I think if you have the right stage presence and you have the right logical capabilities and rhetorical capabilities, it may go well. But if you do not, then I think that it's probably harmful to your debate style or your ideas. So I think that's why I say that I don't think it's an overall positive. I think it's very personal. I think each person is going to exhibit different behaviors that will benefit their debate style depending on who they are and who they're debating.
Yeah, but can you, like, let's say that you realize, because the evidence is overwhelming. We have the greatest debaters of our generation right now, and they're a little bit mean. So I would say that the evidence is overwhelming that being clear with your arguments and also call the other people fucking stupid. It's a positive, especially for the people watching. Why wouldn't you, in fact, use all of the tools at your disposal so that you can be the most effective person?
Because I don't think that's what makes the debate effective. I think that's what makes entertainment fun.
So you would say that the people who are like the greatest debaters right now, who have mastered their craft in being a debater, are not effective because they are also mean?
No, I didn't say they're not effective. I just didn't say it was positive.
Are you thinking that entertainment is not positive then? Is entertainment a negative?
Not all entertainment is positive, isn't it?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying all entertainment. You correlated.
you
correlated
that.
No, you correlated entertainment with negative. So you're saying all entertainment is negative. You made the claim that all
I'm saying
of it.
meanness can be entertaining, and then you correlated entertainment to negativity.
No, you said that it was a negative in the debate space. That's what you.
They are debating about debate pretty much. Being mean is a positive in the debate sphere is the title of the thing there. So trying to understand who's. I think Emmett is the one that's on the positive, saying that it's okay to be mean in the debates here. Like Crucible, is kind of a little bit mean to people that he debates, things like that. He still is a good debater, but he's still kind of a little bit rude and things like that. Saying it's a positive for guys like the Crucible and Rob or whatever to be a little bit mean to the people out there, Destiny or whatever. But is it for entertainment purposes or does it add to the debate there? Abe Dinkus over here is kind of saying that it doesn't help the debate to be mean or something like that. It doesn't help the discussion to be mean. And that's his counter to being mean is a positive. So he's saying being mean is not a positive to the debate sphere because it doesn't help the debate. I think I'm understanding it right.
You said a moment ago. You said
No, I
because
said
it's
not a
entertainment, but it's
positive.
negative. Yeah,
Not a
mean.
positive does not mean a negative.
Okay, let me do that. Let me do the logical train real quick. You said meanness can be entertaining. So meanness, entertainment, okay? It leads to entertainment. And then you said meanness is a negative in the space. So meanness is a negative. Ergo, entertainment is a negative in the debate space.
I don't
So
believe
it's entertainment.
is a negative, and I also didn't correlate them one to one. I didn't say meanness is entertainment, and mean.
Yeah, they're debating about the meanness in debating. Yeah.
It leads to entertainment, right?
I said it can be a part, or it can lead to entertainment. Yes,
It can lead to
which I
entertainment.
agree
Okay.
with.
And
It can.
if you
Right? Like
are
I brought up
mean,
earlier, it can be comedy, which is
and
not
then
for the sake of
meanness,
meanness.
but meanness will be a negative in the debate space, right? It's negative.
No, I said it could be neutral. It could be negative. It could be neutral. But in cases like
But it's
Andrew
not
Wilson, where
positive.
we've seen him be mean, it has been positive in some instances. But that doesn't make it an overall positive for the space. One man
So
utilizing
it can be
is a
positive.
for the whole of the space.
So it can be positive, it can be neutral, and it can be negative. Well, what I'm saying is that it's more positive. It is absolutely more positive. What have you seen when it comes to someone being mean, especially in the debate sphere, that you will say, "Oh, that is so bad. That is so negative." What is the
Leftists,
thing?
leftists.
But they're bad on their own, even when
Well,
they're
it's
nice.
still a negative when
Like
if
fuck,
they
fuck you,
come into the
commies.
space, if they come into the space on it, and they're say Destiny comes into the space and he debates, say Marte, and he say he's mean the whole time and he thrashes him, right?
Mhm.
Is that good or bad for the debate space?
That he trashes the
The
that
conservative
Destiny
that he's
trashes
against,
Marte.
the conservative that's in the space that is standing against abortion, that is standing against all of these things.
Yeah, it
He
would be
thrashes
positive.
him,
It would be negative for our space, right? It would be negative that he got trashed because
right?
we want to,
And then there's the possibility of people flipping, especially
and
people that
that
are
was
closer to the middle ground.
and that was the problem. The problem was that they would do that, and we would be like,
Well, if Destiny beat Marte, it's on the facts or whatever, then maybe some people would do that not simply because he was mean, but because he beat his arguments or something like that. Then people might sort of lean Destiny's route, possibly, not necessarily because he was mean to Marte.
well, we have a higher ground, we can't do it. Until we finally decided, you know what, fuck them, and we literally went on and be like, hey, Destiny, you're fucking Coomer Gremlin, stop it. How about you
Then
stop
you-
being a Coomer Gremlin?
Then you can't possibly make the claim that it's inherently positive. The only
Yeah. Sometimes they just kind of have the debate just for the purpose of having the debate, not so much trying to win or something like that. Both these guys are buddies anyway. It's not like they dislike each other. And the person in the middle kind of is in that part of the debate sphere and everything on that side of things. But yeah, it lets people decide whether they think being mean is a good thing, in the debate sphere, or if people that are watching it or whatever think meanness is not a good thing in the debate sphere. Sort of similar, I guess you could say, to like Tommy's antics out there and the way that he sort of talks to people. Is that good for the protest verse, or is that bad for the protest verse? At that point there, you could sort of make that sort of a similar connection, I guess, to what's going on out there. Is Tommy calling people names, does that help the cause? Does that not help the cause? You be the decider, or we could debate that or whatever if you wanted to. Although if I debated that, I'd probably get canceled.
The only claim you could make is it can be anything. It can be positive, it
It
can be
is-
neutral, or it can be negative.
It is inherently positive because in the past we said it was negative to do it. It was bad. Don't do it because you're gonna be mean. In
Who said
reality,
that?
what
Who
we
said
were
that?
like,
You mean it's subjective? Yeah. All right. Yes. That's a good question there too. Yeah. What do you think about this claim here, though, Jared? Do you think that's true? Being mean is subjective, though. I think they kind of discussed this at the beginning of the debate here, whether mean is a subjective or objective thing. There, if you want to go back and watch it, it's on Average Female Debaters channel there. Exclamation point AVG in the chat. We'll get the whole thing there. I don't want to go back and watch it, but even just sometimes you have to kind of understand the language and things like that. You say it's 100% objective on that one there. That's being mean is objective. Meanness is objective. Yeah, interesting. Because if you look in the protest verse, we have a guy named Tommy. He doesn't consider himself mean, but everybody that he's on the left or whatever that he kind of has discussions with probably considers him mean in the way that he talks to them. But a lot of people on the right don't consider him mean. They just consider him having a discussion, a heated discussion with leftists on the street like that. You know, I think it's subjective in his case, depending on what side of the fence you're on.
Fast.
All of the pearl clutching Christians, whoever it is that the pearl clutching Christians are. David, you're probably going to say that we're going to go into closing, right?
We've got about 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
So, yeah, what I'm saying is quite literally that that it was seen as something. It was done for something evil. It was like something bad that people do. And what the left did is they went on with being mean, and they took the mean persona and they took all of the counterculture. Thanks to that, instead of just being like, oh, fuck you, we're not gonna deal with this. How about you shut the fuck up, fucking Comer Gremlin. And when we finally started being mean, when we actually took it as a positive, is when we actually were able to fight back against them. Now we have people who are actually good at fighting back against them because, okay, we understand that the pathos is also important in debate. Would you disagree with that, Dave?
No, I think all three aspects of the dialogue are important in debate.
There you go.
But I don't think that.
But we want this to.
Makes,
we want to take
I don't
those
think that inherently
emotions.
means that meanness is the positive aspect.
But we want to take those emotions, okay? We want to take those emotions just against those fucking leftists, okay? And against those fucking stupid people. So maybe they will stop. We're gonna shame them into submission because that's what we ought to do.
Let me ask you this: can you elicit the same shame response without being mean, Emmett?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. There's no. Okay.
No, you can't.
It just seems stupid to me to say that because I could show people the mistakes and the death and destruction that they've caused without being mean.
You can
and
say
have them realize, oh shoot, millions
4,
have died because of my
3,
stupidity.
2,
Oh,
And
no,
I didn't
you
have to be
can't.
mean for it.
Millions have died. Millions have died. What? Millions have died.
All right, that's time, gentlemen. So now we're going to move into closing statements. Obviously, Emmett went first last time, so Emmett will go last this time. Abe, you can start us off with closings whenever you're ready.
Oh shoot. Well, in my estimation, it seems that Emmett has created this broad umbrella that he calls meanness or being mean. I don't see what he's saying as mean. Most of what I see him saying is that when people do things they shouldn't do, you should correct it. Now, the strength in how you correct it, maybe there's lines that go over the top. When I think of meanness, I usually think of unwarranted rudeness or name calling or things to get an effect.
Here's there as they go, they're closing. You'll get the idea of what they mean by meanness here. Depends on your level and things like that. But here's Abe's definition here.
Not because you're correcting them. Now, if I was to say that I entered a debate and I insulted someone right off the bat, didn't even know their ideas or what they were doing or why, and I just insult them, well, that's being mean. If somebody makes a stupid argument to me and I attack that argument because it is stupid and I call it out as stupid, that doesn't qualify as mean. Even calling someone's actions or beliefs stupid, regardless of what language you use, doesn't make it mean. I think the meanness line is when you overstep a boundary of, say, something like a personal attack and again, I'm not saying that a personal attack is not ever warranted, because there are absolutely times where a personal attack verbally is warranted. If somebody is standing for the taking of babies' lives in the womb, I think that there is a time in that point where there is no meanness in claiming they are a schmurderer, right? So that isn't mean, it's truth. And so I think when we ascribe meanness as anything that is corrective in measure or harsh in language, I think we are doing ourselves a disservice. I think that those things shouldn't even be qualified as mean. I think mean should be beyond that. I think that we should be able to call out stupidity, use profanity if needed, and I don't think any of that falls within the mean.
Only if it's being mean to you and unfiltered. Only if it's being mean to you, then it's okay to be mean. Okay, only if it's to you. Just kidding.
Meaning of mean. I think mean goes beyond the need or intent of calling out bad, immoral, degenerative behavior. I think those things are within the realm of just doing right. And I can even agree with Emmett that there's a kindness in using harsh language, calling out bad behavior and degeneracy and immorality. I think all of those things don't fall within the mean category. I think they fall into correction, and I think it's right to do. And that's it.
Thank you, Abe. And Emmett, whenever you're ready, sir, please proceed.
Yeah, I want to start with 5 seconds of silence for the millions of lives that have been lost to meanness. And whenever I listen to arguments like this, okay, it's like, oh yeah, well, think of all of the lives lost. No lives have been lost to a person being called an idiot, okay? Yeah, I understand that some people are like very sensitive. They're usually women, by the way. And most of the time, when you're in a panel with a woman, unless she goes overboard and starts being dumb, most of the people will not even say anything mean to them, right? The gentler sex for a reason, as people would say. This was all a bunch of, oh, you can just be nice, you can just be better, okay? It's the same thing that the pearl-clutching Christians, okay? The sewing circle moms that go around every Saturday and they just get together and start telling about how good their husbands and kids are and how polite they've been during the week. When the husband is in work, dealing with power lines and saying, "Ah, fuck this shit," when he needs to actually release some steam. Because we have emotions. We are not. One of the great things of us is that we are not just robots. And the way that we conservatives use emotion is through shame. We're going to shame you. Yes. In fact, we ought to shame you. If you're a fucking commie, okay, we're going to tell you, stop being a fucking commie, you fucking commie. Okay, if you're a degenerate, we're going to tell you, stop being a fucking degenerate, you degenerate, a scum, goomer gremlin. We're going to make fun of you at the same time. We're going to cause you distress because we want you to be better. Because it's not about how nice, how good things sound. It's about your soul. It's about thinking about your soul, making it better, thinking about the future. Just as the million of people who have died that Abe just made the fuck up because that doesn't happen. Okay, not in the millions at least, not for that reason. I remember the last time I was on the panel, I was like, "Oh, this panel went this way. I'm just gonna have a heart attack right now." I don't remember that ever happening. Just made it the fuck up. So when we're talking about this, like, he even agrees with me. Yes, it's for the better of you. We're doing it for you. It's for the betterment. So the last statement in this whole debate is gonna go like this: make bullies great again. Bring back shame. Be better. Okay, chat. It's up to me because you are better. Right. Also, the base statement of ABG, great base statement. Disavow. I disavow as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Emmett. Thank
And then she ended it right there. Okay. Good show. Here, I'm going to give a few little shout outs here.
America's small businesses rely on TikTok.
Stop that. AVG is the person that rated me earlier. Thank you, AVG. And go to her channel there. Give her a subscribe. She does debates like that, moderates them, and participates in some of them. Abe was the other guy on the right there, obviously. The Abe Lincoln hat. Follow him if you want to do debates or understand his point of view over there. And Emmett is this channel here, which I'm also going to tell. He's live right now too. I'm going to give his live link after I give you his main channel link. FYI, Emmett right there. And then I'm going to give you guys a choice if you want to rather watch what Chris is up to over here. I'm going to raid him, but if you'd rather see Emmett's playing a game or whatever, talking to his chat, and here's the link to his. I'll let you guys decide if you want to go talk to him, tell them Mr. Bill shouted him out or something like that. You can if you want to. Good guy over there. There's his channel there. Raw, you can tell him your opinions. He was the guy on the left on that one there. That's his link there. But otherwise, I'm going to raid out to Chris, see what he's up to. You better not lose the signal. There you go.
Because the winner of combat gets to tell the story. That's the way it always works out, right?
Actually, I got 2 more minutes before I raid out. So let's play a song here before I raid out. Should I do the Mr. Bill song here for the heck of it? I think Britt usually wants me to do the Mr. Bill song, or Cherbear does. So I haven't seen her tonight. The Angry Oregonian made a song for me called Mr. Bill Show. And this is how it goes.
Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. We got 80s karaoke and puppets. Mr. Bill sees to that. Stacks them on the screen to get the super chats. Only comes out in the daylight, but he's staying up late. Laura's not camera ready, but he's gonna wait. Welcome to the Mr. Bill Show. 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 The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show. The Mr. Bill Show.
That's Pam Tifa, they call her right there. But anyway, since nobody's chatting anyway, you can tell Emmett he's getting the ghetto raid again for the heck of it, but we'll raid over to the other guy over there, Chris Sims. But if you guys want to hang out with Emmett, click on that link there. Otherwise, you guys are going to be heading over to Chris Sims. God bless. Have a good night.